I knew it was gonna be something. I didn't expect it to be this.
No one ever expects it to be this, but it oftentimes becomes this.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
What army is this? This is Army 2? Okay, Army 2, you guys need to go up here. So I can get the hub back. Fuck the Brotherhood. They've upset me for the last time.
Let's tweet it out. Okay, who the fuck is in an actual microwave?
That's a good question.
Who's in an actual fucking microwave? Oh, shit. Ow.
Who is choosing to rotate? I refuse.
That's probably me.
Sound of a potato rotating.
What is this?
I declare war on Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Cameron, if you
I
helped
just
me
got
be the
done
good
with
guys,
the war.
we can
Leave
be
him
the good
alone.
guys.
Steven, be the good guy? What the fuck is that about? Oh, Sigurd, don't do that. That's not a chew toy. By the way, I swear on my life I had a real skinwalker encounter last night.
What? Ow.
I am not even fucking kidding you. I think I encountered a skinwalker.
What brings you to this conclusion exactly?
Okay, so at around like 2:30 in the morning, Sigurd really had to go to the bathroom. So I had to take him out, and as I'm standing outside, it is pure silent outside, and I keep hearing this like burst of what sounds like human but not human screaming.
Oh, it could be a mountain lion. Mountain lions tend to sound like that.
Perhaps. Until the point where it stopped being, you know, like normal, and it got closer, and it got louder, and it got longer, and more demonic.
Yeah,
so,
it's probably
mountain lion.
probably.
Very mountain lion.
Or, hear me out, it's a fucking skinwalker, okay?
Cameron, it's okay. I'd be fucking screaming if I thought there was a mountain
Oh yeah,
lion.
no. I ran into the house so fast, and I held my dog and I said, "Sorry, it's fine. You can shit on the floor with my permission." I was not going back outside, dude.
I don't blame you. I would have been fucking terrified.
Alright, we have tweeted out.
No one's allowed to tweet except me.
Hey guys, we're streaming. Come watch us.
We are.
Come watch
Come watch us. Come watch Domgamumbangrins.
We're playing Hoonie Pop D&D.
Dude. I
No.
want to play Honey Pop D&D.
No, you don't.
No,
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Alright, there is a board in front of you. It contains the following tokens in this order: blue, red, green, blue, blue, green, yellow, red, 6.
That's a fucking aneurysm.
Oh, I forgot we play on Roll 20. Give me just a sec.
Oh my god, that would actually give me an aneurysm. By the way, Steven, I have to point out, I restarted Sims 4 and just started building up from like scratch.
Yeah.
And I got my character's programming skill to a high enough level where he could make indie games. And officially, in the Sims world, I am the developer of Hoonie Pop.
Cameron, that's incredible. You should feel very proud of yourself.
He is. Oh, he's well proud of himself.
I'm also an esports gamer that apparently got the furry community on his side somehow.
That's actually hilarious. What?
Okay, so I got a scenario while I was at an esports event where it was describing me performing my epic gamer skills in that terminology. And apparently this guy in a fursuit decides to come up on stage and start hyping me up. And my options were to let him hype me up from the crowd and accept the fact that the furries love me, or push him away and never speak of this ever again. And I was like, fuck it, I'll embrace the attention. And it turned out very well for me.
Good.
So,
Good.
yeah.
There we go.
Yup.
It's time for Exilia to whip before she nays.
I'm going to kill you.
We'll have to see if she can.
No, none of that.
No,
None of that.
no,
None of that.
no more. If I
That
hear that
stops
carrot
right now.
munching fuck one more time, it's gonna be a server mute.
I didn't do anything bad.
Steven, you didn't fucking buy the cocaina like I told you to.
Guys,
Cocaina.
where's my
This
fucking
is a fantastic
supplements?
opening
Here
to
we
a
go.
D&D stream, by the way.
Oh yeah,
What's a cocaina?
cocaina.
A Macarena.
I'll give you a hint. It's found in the same places as fish body. Usually
Okay.
comes across either on submarines or in a brown place.
Okay.
Or at least that's what I think he's referring to.
I understand.
Otherwise, I have no clue either.
Tigger, are you trying to sit in my lap?
Okay,
Good.
so I think I'm ready. We'll give it a couple of minutes for people to filter back in. God, I'm very sad because the first episode of season 1 has been lost to somewhere. I don't know if I have it on my computer here anywhere either. I have to look, but I don't think so. I have a lot of stuff for P's and Q's on here, but unfortunately,
I promise at some point in the next 30 years, Dominic will upload the first episode. Of
You know what I'm
Flames
looking forward
Across
to?
YouTube.
Five Nights
Don't.
at Fuckboys, the spin-off Shitfest.
please don't.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Walking
something
Dog.
else.
Please no.
The Walking Dog. That
I don't-
YouTuber actually fucking played.
God,
It's
yeah,
good, though.
you remember? It is unironically good, which sucks.
The
Yeah.
YouTuber that played Dominic's game was named Ghostman Ryan.
Don't forget Dubious Dick. Yeah, I knew
Oh,
him
yeah,
before he
Dubious
was
Dick
cool,
Gaming. Yeah.
and he's not cool. Though I will say, he has my favorite YouTube video title in existence ever, which is just Garfield Go. This is not a drill.
Pretty pog, dude.
I get a big old chuckle out of that. Okay. Let me get back into the roll 20 here and
Darcy
see
rolled
what
a
everybody is.
23 for persuasion. What is that? What am I supposed to do with that information? I am
Drop your pants.
something?
Drop your pants.
Cameron's
can't.
being persuaded that
You said I
anime
was wearing pants.
is pog.
Oh god. Is everybody here and ready?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
much
think
ready.
so.
Okay.
I think so.
Wonderful. It sounds like everybody is here at the very least. So, last time when we were just finishing up, if any of you go Super Saiyan, I'm gonna send you to the astral plane.
Wait, how would we go Super Saiyan? What does that mean?
It's called screaming at the top of our lungs, squatting until it looks like we're about to shit our pants, and then somehow having some yellow glow stuff come out of us.
That's okay. We should.
Where
do that.
you have just pissed off everybody who's ever watched Dragon Ball. Ever.
Oh, no.
Good.
Yeah, I kind of have.
Okay, Dragon
But
Ball's bad.
Dom, you have to
Oh,
think
no.
you're safe from that because it takes at least 4 episodes.
That's
gotta
true.
push.
That's true.
I think we're going to get pissed off.
So last time you guys managed to get all the way back to the City of Scales after having brought those kobolds along with you from that snowtop ruin. You met a strange drow woman who was literally trying to get through security without any reason or documentation, and you guys, like the charismatic and probably not so lucky people that you are, were able to get her in without any trouble, just by basically saying, hey, no, yeah, she's with me.
He's a friend. It's okay.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you. You guys are very helpful.
So a lot, and I mean a lot, of miscellaneous shit ensued where everybody kind of went off to do their own thing for the rest of the episode, getting a couple of shopping trips done, locating some things. Our drow, you have to remind me, what does she call herself?
Exelia, but goes by the name Mela.
Yeah, so Mela. Mela was walking around and eventually she got some stuff done at a jewelry store. She got a nice looking spider ring. Lots of stuff is going well for her.
Yes.
She does still need to visit a tailor, but by the time that she was at the tailor, it was already well past the time for the stream to end, and I just kind of was like, yeah, it's closed right now. So, everybody is waking up at their respective rooms at the wishing well, and it is a nice, cool morning as the sun is just starting to come up and heat up the lands of sand in Balbot.
Oh dear.
After the horrendous experience at the local dungeon that we just came out of, Sebastian is going to spend a little time playing outside with his dog because he almost lost him. So he is going to go outside and he's going to play with his dog.
That is a fine idea. You're out. You're the first one to kind of get out, and people in their rooms can just hear you like sweet talking your dog as you walk outside.
Oh yeah, no, it's literally on the level of yeah. That's how I talk to my dog, and that's how Sebastian talks to his dog. So that's how it goes.
What's on the agenda for everyone else?
Goon is probably gonna. Oh.
No, continue. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, so Goon is gonna just be looking at the ring, contemplating what they learned last night about it.
Just contemplation. What a good way to start a morning.
Yeah, that's about it. Yep.
What about you, Steve?
Exelia is going to not be whipping a nay-nay. What she is going to do is she is going to get out of bed, get dressed, and probably go downstairs to eat some food because, I mean, the adventure just started. What's the point of using rations?
That is true. You could find a nice seat at the wishing well, and you aren't going up or downstairs because, technically speaking, you can walk out of your room and get right down the hall to the eating area because the entire thing is built in this circular pit, like I described the other day.
That's cool.
So, yeah, you could essentially walk out of your room a few feet down a hall, and you are right where the seating is. So you can sit your patukas down, and you wait to get some food. Anybody else?
Can I ask a question really quick?
Sure.
If I may. Once I'm done here, I think, would it be possible to just kind of mill around the market and try to find something tasty from a stall?
Do you have something in particular you're looking for, or you just want something random that catches your eye?
Yeah, just something random.
Okay. I feel it. I feel it. I feel your vibe. Okay, so that'll do to that. Steve, let's see. I'll just run this over really quick with you.
I think Parker was
oh, shoot.
To ask something, I think.
Yeah. What's up?
I was just going to say that I was also going to head down and grab some breakfast with the rest.
Ah, so you would be the kind of...
heading down, Parker. Bakane, Oni-chan.
Use your ears, Bucka.
Bakane, Oni-chan.
So, Jamberman, as you're walking out of your room, you actually catch Exelia sitting down at her table, or Mela as you know her. And so you kind of like have that opportunity to join her, or you can just be a brooding loner. Your choice.
I do want you to know that Exelia, you've already like kind of questioned her and interrogated her, so she's probably going to be rather cold with you at first.
Okay.
Okay,
That's cool.
I don't want to be like that antisocial player that's just a fucking twat. So I gotta let you know first what's gonna happen.
Sorry?
Who did what? Why is there being a sorry thrown around?
I have no idea. Oh,
I'm
because
confusing
Zelia
people.
might be a twat to Jamberman. Because Jamberman was like, what are you doing here, girl?
I understand. I totally do.
That
Yes,
cut out
let's
for
all
me.
get-
I just heard, and that was it.
No, that's all the context you need. That's all the context you need right there. It's perfect. You don't
That's
need
all the
any-
that is all the audience needs.
Jesus. I need a random number generator.
because asking general questions is
Asking general
going to get us
questions
killed.
is strongly discouraged.
That if that nothing. Never mind. I'm going to be still until I am called upon by the Almighty God.
Okay, so it needs to be 983. Okay. All right, so does anybody else have anything that they want to do? For the two of you who are getting breakfast, as of right now, you've got a pretty nice option for a couple of different things. You can have a bacon and egg sandwich. You can have an omelet your way, Bloodhawk eggs, bacon stuffed bread. Those seem to be the good ones.
Bacon egg sandwich is the only option, of course.
Okay, that's gonna be 5 silver pieces from you then, Jamberman, and it's gonna come with a drink. So that'll come in handy. What about you, Mr. Steve?
That says Coca-Cola on it.
Would Mela know what the fuck any of this is? Like, I don't
I'm
think there
pretty-
are pigs in the Underdark.
Yeah, but do you know? I mean, I assume that you could ask. I'm assuming you know what bread is.
Yeah, what's bacon?
You must be. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Bacon-
I'm not from here.
Bacon is just the meat from a farm animal that we call a pig. It's quite tasty and maybe a bit greasy, but we cook it up nice and crispy.
Okay, that's you know what? That's the most respectable answer I've received on this matter.
Have you received other answers on the matter? Did someone tell you
No,
bacon was
but-
foreskin?
But it's crispy and it's tasty and God, it's so good. That type of stuff, you know?
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
No one told you it was foreskin. Got it.
Dude, I'll put it through mom's foreskin.
God.
Right. No more. I'm not gonna play Hebe.
You know what? That was really mean of me. I shouldn't have said that.
I'm gonna kill you.
Do you have it in your
You'll
heart to
regret
forgive me?
this. I can't forgive anybody.
You're at consequences.
Asking quite a lot there,
Cue
Steve.
the arbitrary Walking Dead. Cameron will remember this.
Really quick.
Anyway,
So are you getting the bacon bread, Steven?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So that's gonna
sounds
be-
real good.
That's gonna be 8 silver pieces for the bacon stuffed bread. So that's gonna come with the same thing, drinks and all of that. Really quick, Sebastian. As you're kind of wandering the market, you stop by one of the small little jewelry vendors that kind of just hang out. They've got a couple of little odd trinkets, you know, odds and ends. But something that catches your eye is there's a little thin malachite bracelet with a silver clasp, just kind of hanging there. And underneath it is written actually a fairly small-looking price tag, 6 gold pieces.
fuck it. I was looking for food, but this
Oh.
works too.
Oh, so that's what you meant.
Yeah, I meant looking for like market like stall food that might be interesting. I'll take the bracelet. I grab the bracelet. And
All right.
I give him 6 gold.
You get yourself a malachite bracelet. Okay.
fuck not, gamer? Why am I opening a new tab and typing that into the URL? What is wrong with me?
What is right with you?
So, with that all set and done, is anybody else? Jen, you have anything you need to do this morning?
What's wrong, buddy?
I was wondering if I could wander off and look for a better weapon.
You want to wander off? Are you sure about
More
that,
than
bro?
more than certainly. You can wander the markets and see if there's anything on sale for a nice weapon. So what are you looking for exactly?
Oh, right now I just have a plain quarterstaff, and I figure if something gets close to me, I might want something better.
That's just
sharper.
fine.
Yeah, sharper. Maybe a hint magical so I can stave off things that are like, haha, bludgeoning.
Okay, let's see. What do you got that's higher? You got a higher strength or dex? I have to pull up your character sheet again.
Dex. I have a 16 in dex.
Okay, let's see. While I look for something, you guys can converse yourselves a little bit.
What is Jamberman doing at this moment? Because Jamberman and I are like right next to each other. We just eat.
I'm munching down on that hammock, that bacon egg sandwich, my dude.
Right. Okay. That's what Exelia does. Just nom 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 nom.
This. Yep.
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 I guess.
With simple weapons.
How much
I
is
think
this gonna cost? By
Your bread is gonna cost you 8 silver pieces. The bacon stuffed bread.
Okay. Fair. Thank you.
I guess Kunj is gonna come out and go sit at the table and get something to eat himself, and it'll probably be in bacon and egg.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find
Just-
an iguana, like a roasted iguana at a stall. Come over to you guys and just eat an iguana in front of you.
So there's a 5. That's gonna be 5 silver pieces, Kunj. And
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Sebastian, if you want to actually find something of that caliber, you can find there's a guy selling very sticked meats. It looks like he's got everything from little bugs to some larger desert animals and some chunked up meat, all of various pricing. So what do you want?
I'm gonna ask him. Do you have no? What kind of meat do you have that is easily preserved?
I got
Jerky.
Oh.
Like jerky or something.
You would you do better. I don't carry salted meats. It's too smart a process for me. You can go check out one of the general stores. Get some jerky if you want.
He has the maximum stupid.
Wow.
I got fresh wall salamander. You want some of that?
Man, putting salt on meat's really hard, man.
Is this guy like Old Greg? He sounds like Old Greg.
I have no idea who that is, so.
I'm Old Greg.
Do you have sand shark meat?
Yeah. I got some. I got a kebab right here. And he just points to one of the. He points generally at a pile of kebabs that is sitting on like a grill on his little stand, and you can't tell which one he's actually pointing at.
This man's just sketchy. I'm gonna walk away. You know what? I'm taking my. This guy is.
Hey, are you sure you don't want any salt?
Absolutely. No. If he's too stupid to salt meat, how does he even know what type of meat he's serving? I'm going to back away slowly, and go find another source of some fine cuisine.
Fine cuisine. Are you gonna go to a general
air
store
quotes.
and find the
With air
fucking?
quotes.
Are you gonna go find
No.
a fucking?
I'm gonna go find a butcher shop. Why not? Let's go find a butcher shop of some kind.
Okay.
Look, I'm doing what is basically like instead of going to Subway, I'm going to a local deli. That's what I want to do.
Okay, fine. So let's move on really quick. Jin, as you're wandering throughout the market and doing your best to find something that looks interesting, something catches your eye. There appears to be a young woman who is handling her own little cart. It's nothing fancy. It kind of looks like what you would have had when you were starting out, but she has a bunch of interesting little curios and trinkets on it. And as you're kind of passing by, there is this little note attached to one of the rings on a stand, and it says jabbing ring. It doesn't have a listed
Jabbing
price.
Jabbing ring?
Yes.
I guess I'll ask her about it.
So you approach it, and she looks up, and her eyes kind of just light up. She's like, "Oh, hey, it's a customer. What can I get you? Does anything here pique your fancy?"
Yes, I was wondering about this ring here. A jabbing ring?
Oh, yes. I just made that one, and it's not too shabby if you're looking for something nice and prickly to, hit the things that are trying to hit you. What you do is you slip it onto your finger, and then if you squeeze the bottom of the ring, it depresses a little button, and it pulls out this little needle, which that you can use to poke and stab people.
It's gotta be a pretty long needle if it's going on your finger.
Yes.
It's like a fucking hidden blade.
Now, obviously, it's not going to be doing the most amount of damage of anything, but, there is a special little thing that I put in it, and she kind of, like, turns the ring around, and you can see that there's this little inlay, in the thick part that kind of goes, just off to the side of the... Excuse me, Cameron? You wanna fight me? Anyway, so it's basically a little depression, and she's like, if you ever find any kind of gemstone that might be, magically charged or anything like that, you could slip it in there, and it's gonna imbue it with magic.
Okay. So how much would such a thing cost?
She gives you a good once over, and she gets this look on her face like she's trying to get this charismatic look about her, and she says to you, "Well, you're my first customer for today, so I think I might give you a little special discount. I'll sell you the ring for 20 gold pieces."
That just be market price.
Okay. So
I'm gonna stop eating
could
Oreos,
I
or I'm gonna get
inspect
sick.
this with my knowledge of jewelry to see if I can maybe see anything else about it than what she's told me?
Yeah, make me I believe it's an Arcana check, but I would let you roll either an Arcana check or an investigation check.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water.
I'll roll with Arcana because it's the same as my investigation.
Okay, what you got? Let's see. 8. What is the... Hang on, before I go on here, what does the jeweler's tools actually say it uses? Grant you knowledge about the reputed magical uses of gems. Arcana checks make it related to gems. Investigate. Oh, inspect jeweled objects. Proficiency with jewelers who picks out the gold. I'm gonna let you roll with advantage then, because you've got jeweler's tools and all that, and you're proficient in them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, roll again, so that you have advantage with it. Oof. So yeah.
An 8.
You take a look at the ring, and by all accounts, it looks to be above board. I mean, it's definitely not professionally quality, because this is obviously somebody who does this in their spare time. You get a sense that the mechanisms probably work. You wouldn't be able to tell definitively. Especially because she's kind of eyeing you as you turn the ring over, and she's just like, she looks very antsy.
Like, dear God, please fucking buy it. Please fucking buy it. Is that what I'm getting from this?
She's laundering money.
She's laundering
money.
Inside the ring is not a needle, but cocaine.
She kind of needs money now.
Okay. Well, I'll look back up at her and go, do you happen to have any of these magic gems with you?
Maybe. Hang on. And she kind of like squats down and she starts rifling, and she seems really, really desperate as she looks through things, and she slowly rises up, and you can see that there's this like look of defeat on her face, and she's like, no, I don't have any of those on me right now. But I'll tell you what, you can if you want, you could probably find one of the jewelers around here. Yeah, they'll probably have gemstones with some kind of magical properties. I bet that they'd even let you test them. And I'll tell you what, I'll sell you the ring for 18 gold instead.
The Yakuza's gonna kill me if you don't do this.
I hem and haw for a minute or two more before I go, sure, I can swing 18.
And
give her 18 gold.
You hear this huge sigh, and she shoots her hands out to grab the bag. Make me a perception check.
A perception check?
Yeah.
Oh, I almost hit persuasion. That wouldn't have been good.
I mean, we wouldn't count it.
Perception.
Oh, jeez. So yeah, as you reach out, as you give the bag to her of your little coins, she reaches out and she grabs them. You feel like there might have been something that you missed, but nothing appears to be missing of yours or anything like that, so it might just be your imagination.
Oh, she stole something.
It's a perfectly normal room.
You're in an empty room. Am I? Are you?
Am I? Are you?
Yeah. Doug has a point. You should have saved your good rolls, my dude. So you are now the proud owner of a jabbing ring. I didn't even, hang on. Let me add this to the library really quick.
Okay.
Handout. Yeah, sure. And I'm just gonna put it in everybody's journals. There you go.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be off to look for some gemstones then.
You can head on over to the gem store. Just a second.
The gem store.
Oh gosh, sorry.
Alright, you got it. Respectable.
Yes.
Currently, I am playing with my D&D group. D&D group.
The homies.
He was gonna call us friends, but he's not quite sure of that fact.
No, you guys are my friends, but I was like, do I really want to just list all of them? Because if I'm playing in a D&D group, chances are I'm friends with the people playing.
Steven. I was teasing you.
Okay. Fuck you, Cameron.
Yes. Don't do that, please.
Then come out.
Yep. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Does Bruno Mars catch a grenade?
Okay, there you go.
Swear on my life, I will somehow destroy you.
So you can look at the jabbing ring in your journal, I believe. You should be able to see it.
Yeah,
That has all the info. My apologies on taking so long on that.
that's fine. I kind of caught you out of nowhere with the whole looking for stuff.
No, that's totally fine. And if you want to get a more like traditional weapon, there are armors and things and weaponsmiths that you could visit. So if you're looking to like get a rapier or whatever the case, you can definitely do so.
I was thinking probably like a dagger, but yeah, this works.
Okay, so with that in mind and that all set, Sebastian, you end up wandering into one of the general stores. You just want to buy some jerky.
Or just some salted meats. I want to buy a variation of like some jerky. Something that isn't just your basic fucking trail ration. Something that we can eat that is actually enjoyable and not just a mediocre way to keep our bellies full.
Okay, so you head on in and you find a large selection of various dried meats in the general store. It looks like you have your choice of various different like deer meats, likely imported from somewhere. There's boar and chicken, pork. There's beef too. You could definitely tell there's a difference in price. For example, the deer and some of those other meats are definitely higher priced because they have to be imported. There's even some dried fish if you're looking for something like that.
I will purchase some deer meat.
Okay.
Venison.
So
even though it is more expensive, that type of meat would make Sebastian feel nostalgic. So he would like to buy some of that.
Yeah, so for about about a day's worth of that, it's 5 silver pieces per day. Day's worth, essentially.
Okay.
So how many you want?
Let's buy 15 days worth.
Wow, okay. So that is going to be 75 silver pieces.
Okay. And I'm going to ask, do you know where I could also find a purchase or procure myself a jar of honey?
I sell some honey. It's over there in one of the dried goods section. And she kind of gives you a point, and yeah, you can't believe that you missed it. There are a couple of little jars of honey, though they're clearly as generalized as possible. If you're looking for something more sophisticated or fancy, you'd want to go over to the rich part of town. I just carry the standard stuff for the standard folk. It's why I keep my prices relatively low.
Standard is what I'm looking for. And I go and grab... How many jars are there?
There's quite a
How big
few.
are the jars?
So the jars themselves are probably about the size of what you would see as like a jam jar, maybe.
I'll buy 2.
Okay, so each one of those is going to cost you 8 silver pieces, it looks like.
So in total, it's around... That is... Oh, you said it was 75 for the 2.
Yes, so in total, you're going to be paying 83.
Okay.
Does that cover what you wanted?
1 second. Okay. Yep, that'll about cover it. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Wait,
I guess... No, you know what? Never mind.
Okay. All right.
Yep,
It's at this time that the rest of you are all finishing up your meals and you're just getting ready to head out for the day. You guys,
Tasty.
yeah, tasty. You had the Sorry, Steven, you were the one who had the bacon stuffed bread, right?
Yeah, I think Parker did as well.
No,
Yes.
Parker had the bacon
I had the bacon and
sandwich.
egg.
Oh.
I had the bacon egg sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's okay.
So I want you guys each to gain 2 temporary hit points, and Steven, for you that's going to be 3.
3 temp hit points. You got it. Where the fuck is my D&D Beyond?
Beep bop.
There it is. How do I add temp? Oh, that's how. I'm sorry. I don't know what's tied to what. Okay, never mind. Okay. Normally I have a sound pad key on number 3, and it wasn't this time, so I'm happy.
Okay.
Otherwise, you guys would have heard some memes.
Probably an anime girl. Let's be honest.
No, it was Michael Jordan saying, "Stop it, get some help."
Oh.
Oh, that would have been copyright city.
Anyway,
Potentially.
so you guys, oh, go ahead.
So, do you want me to do that as well, since I was also eating the bacon sandwich as well?
Yes, that's right. You did get a bacon sandwich, so you get 2 temporary hit points as well.
Yay! Okay.
Meanwhile, Ocularis is out here with 10 because he's balling.
It's fucking Ocularis, man. He never stops.
I also
Ocularis
didn't pay for a room because I slept in an alleyway.
Nope, yeah. And thanks to your Outlander fee, you can get yourself a lot of food for the day by rummaging trash, collecting some sick wall moss, and hey, look, a wall salamander. You just snatch that guy right up and past the teeth and over the gums. Watch out, stomach, here it comes.
No, walk over to the one your guy's grill it up there.
He does not care. He does not give the mildest of shits. You basically just slap it on there and you eye him and he's just like, he like literally reaches up and picks his nose with his thumb.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy anything from him.
So yeah, that was a tasty wall salamander. Anyway,
I've just been casually stalking everyone, writing down all their actions.
it's like one of those fucking horror movies where like you see this like a tiny quarter second of Ocularis blurred frame stepping behind a wall. And you guys all meet yourselves up back in front of the wishing well at about the end of all of this. And if anybody forgot, you guys have a very important meeting this morning.
Mm-hmm.
What is
That's
the
true.
meeting? I have no fucking clue.
We're meeting with the trade prince and that leader of the Thieves Guild, and we're basically going to be telling him, you know, what happened and the
What worked for
response
you?
to the letter. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Sebastian has the exact opposite plan.
Like, we will not work for you.
He is ready
to prevent Sebastian from stabbing him.
So, Sebastian, we're usurping his throne and using his power to save the kingdom, right?
Yeah. That's
The
the
trade
purpose
prince,
of the show.
maybe. If it's required. No, this Thieves Guild guy, I'm just gonna stab him. I want to stab him.
Just
What-
let me be nearby so that I can steal his shadow and become him.
If the opportunity comes up, if the opportunity comes, you can do it. But for now, let's use him. Let's use.
Nah, stabbing him would be too quick. I want to beat the shit out of him.
You're a monster.
No, he isn't a monster. The Thieves Guild guy is a monster. Sebastian's just beating up a bad guy.
Before we decide whatever we're gonna do, let's first learn about this guy more before we decide who's our enemy.
Well, Sebastian is always going to advocate for any thieves will be his enemy. And the fact that the Thieves Guild guy basically sent him on a mission to blackmail innocent people.
Are you a theft
Without his
or
knowledge.
prepared to die?
Well, I think Kunj is gonna look at you. That's like, so when are you gonna do me in? Because I'm a thief.
Yes, but you aren't an evil bastard intent on harming as many people as he can in order to get money.
I mean, true, but
Cameron, you hit me with "I mean," dude.
I'm just saying though. So it's just like you don't know what this guy's intentions are fully. Let's just first learn that before we decide what if he's.
Here's the kicker, Kunj. I put my arm over Kunj like we're old childhood friends, and I'm gonna tell him that man lied to me and almost got me to blackmail somebody. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Or at least I really want to beat the shit out of him.
And Kunj will tell you slightly, as someone who does a lot of blackmailing, I will tell you this: there's a lot of good that can come out of it.
Have you tricked me into doing any blackmailing?
No.
Once or twice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes. You know how this. As of yet, no. But I'm just saying, we should probably just hear him out, understand the situation, and if we don't like the bastard, we'll kill him.
No, I'll beat the shit out of him.
Okay, you beat the shit out of him.
You really should read the book, because we've blackmailed people before, and you just clearly don't remember.
I know, I'm aware. Cameron is aware. Sebastian is not aware. Cameron is aware of these things. Sebastian's player is very much aware that blackmailing has happened in the past. It is purely because he was lied to, and he was tricked into doing villainous acts. He's gonna beat the shit out of him.
I get from Sebastian's perspective how bad it looks, but for everyone else, it's like, well, at least for me, it's like, let's just wait and see. Just like,
of course, Sebastian's not gonna bust down the door, fists ready, just ready to rip his tongue out. Oh no, he'll hear him out. Then he'll beat the shit out of him.
FBI,
5 seconds late. 5 seconds late, you're already busting down the door and doing that exact thing that you said.
No, buddy.
Bing bong! Oh god. But no,
I want you to just Kool-Aid man your way into the room. Don't go through the door.
Yeah.
Just go through the wall.
At least let me cover him in Vaseline and throw him down some stairs.
If he's a bastard, I'll be totally conscious free of you doing what the fuck you want to do with him.
Good. This makes Sebastian very happy.
If he legitimately is just an evil fucker, then I will help you. I will hold the match for you while you're pouring the Vaseline and let you throw it at him.
No, that's gasoline you're thinking. Vaseline makes you slickery.
Well, it also burns.
I mean,
no, shit, no, don't,
you find pine sap heated up and pour on him.
Ooh.
And roll him in the sand.
I think we're getting off track here.
A little bit.
You don't say.
I forgot to mention. I did forget to mention. Before you God, I'm having a brain aneurysm. Jen, you went to the gem shop in town, and you're taking a look at the various magically charged gems, and each one of the magically charged gems that are normally sold are each about 500 gold pieces.
Dang.
So they're pretty expensive just to buy off front here, which is probably why the person who was running the little stand that you went to didn't have any on her.
Okay. Well, I'll sit there and look at them so I know what I'm looking for if I come across one.
Okay. So you basically see that they're fairly large chunks of gem, actually rather unrefined. And they come in a variety of colors, it looks like, but the main four seem to be green, blue, red, and yellow.
Green, blue, red, and yellow. Okay.
If I could remember what my goddamn world anvil. What the hell? I had it almost right. So, everybody is then ready to make their way over to the Tumbleweed Inn?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Sebastian
my
is going to be doing the thing he planned on doing with the meat. He's going to take the meat, or one of the jerkies that he purchased, and he's going to cover it, or not cover it, but he's going to spread some of the honey on it and eat it.
Okay.
And also, I also want to, Sebastian. I also want to learn what they were doing up in that temple.
Yeah, we'll learn all we need to do. Then I'll beat the shit out of him.
What do you mean by up in that temple? Just so that I'm clear on what you mean.
Well, okay. So whenever we were up in the dungeon or temple area, during the a little dungeon dungeon crawl, you said that there was a
snowy covered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's what you mean. That's what you meant. I was confused by temple for a minute. I know what you mean now. Yeah.
Yeah, I said it's like I can't remember. It was just some kind of building that was out there, but yeah, I remember that detail. So yeah, I'm gonna ask him about that.
Okay.
Or bring that up and see if I can learn anything.
Well, you guys go ahead and you make your way over to the Tumbleweed Inn. It's a little bit further into the morning. It's getting to be around 10 o'clock, so you guys still are making it with a decent amount of time. And as you get there, you notice that the prince, or the trade prince, excuse me, Mr. Hraxen, is sitting. Yeah, he is sitting at the table that you guys sat in the last time. He's just kind of sipping from a bottle of water, not a bottle of water, a water skin. Christ, I'm having an aneurysm. And when you guys actually get in, he kind of looks up from the table and waves you over to come and sit with him.
Sebastian's just gonna kind of stand. He's not gonna sit down. He's going to stand.
Oh.
He's going to just do the Sebastian thing.
So is everybody kind of in that route, or you guys are gonna sit down?
Oh, I'm sitting down. It's easier to write.
Yes, sitting down.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna sit down as well.
Mela will sit because it allows her to observe.
Very nice. So, you all kind of take a seat except for Sebastian, who stands, and Boga, who is along for the ride as well, he stands next to Sebastian, trying to look just as intimidating, though it doesn't quite work just yet. He doesn't have the stance down. He'll get it. And Hraxen kind of...
I need to teach him JoJo stands.
Yes.
That's what I need to do.
He must practice on a bear.
So,
God damn it.
Hraxen kind of gestures to all of you, and he's like, "It's good to see you guys back from the job. I heard a little bit from Kunj, and I hope it wasn't too much trouble. And I hate to have troubled you guys to help out like that."
But they ended up on the black market.
I don't think it was too much trouble.
Exilia has little idea what they're talking about, so she's just not going to interact right here.
I noticed that there is a new person along for the ride. Yes, I see you over there. Do you mind introducing yourself? I'm Hraxen. Most people around here know me as the Trade Prince.
Exilia looks at her companions with like a what the fuck type look. Who this person? Like, I know as a player who this is, but she's essentially looking for confirmation that this is a friendly person that she doesn't have to worry about.
He sent us on a quest to deliver a message. Didn't give us very much info at the time.
Interesting.
Okay. Technically, Hraxen didn't send you. He was here, and he asked that you guys help the man in exchange for the man's help, the leader of the Thieves Guild that you guys were hearing about.
I'm a drow named Mela.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mela.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet. Ooh.
Did you all meet up during your excursion then? That must have been a very interesting adventure if that were the case. You don't see many drow around here.
That is true. You do not see many drow around here. Probably for good reason.
Well, in any case, to complete my introduction more or less, if you ever need anything around here in this city, you could feel free to ask me. I can usually get it for you for a decently good price, and, I can find information too if you want it. But I'll get to all of that in a minute. Any of you seen oh gosh, what name did he give us last time? He hasn't shown up yet. I was worried a little bit now.
He better.
Yeah.
It's
We
at
have
this
questions.
It's at this time that you definitely notice that somebody starts approaching your table from one of the back doors of the tavern. But it's not the person you were expecting to see from last time. In fact, this is somebody. He is wearing what you would actually consider to be pretty typical garb for somebody who is either a hired thug or perhaps a thief in this kind of town. He wears a bit of a facial covering using one of those wispy robes that you wear for desert travel. And he approaches your table, and he's carrying what appears to be a wax-sealed scroll. And he approaches and sets the scroll on the table, and he's... Oh, there you guys go. Courtesies of the boss, as thanks for doing that job for him. Wanted to say that he's sorry he couldn't make it today, but you can probably guess that he's a bit of a busy man. Doesn't have the time to deal with the likes of you. Anything that you need to know from him is there.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm going to walk around as casually as I can, and I'm just gonna stand behind him. Come, sit down. We have questions.
Make me both an intimidation check, and I want you to make me a performance check.
Anything in this trailer besides that? Well, what is the performance check for?
You are attempting to be casual. You are a gigantic armored iguana. You're not going to be casual without really trying to be casual.
Oh no, I'm trying to be like, when it comes to telling him to sit, I'm being scary. I'm just walking around. Like,
oh no, I know, but I'm asking you to perform the role. Go ahead.
You got it. Okay, hold on.
So what's that one?
Intimidation. That's 15. And for performance, unnatural 20.
Okay. So as you're beginning to move around the back of him, you notice something that goes on around you. Not just the bartender, but the rest of the patrons. They look up and they eye you with serious misintent as you get around behind the guy. Sorry, that was not the right malintent.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, unfortunately, since Sebastian is a meathead, he literally doesn't care.
No, I know that's
intimidate him into backing down.
They don't see him. They don't seem to bother you just yet, but you seem to be getting a couple of glances as you pat the guy's shoulder and you ask him to sit. And he takes a moment to consider what you're saying, and then he shrugs and he sits down a bit. What? You guys got questions?
I continue to stand behind him. I don't move.
So what? You got questions or something? The shit's right there on the table.
Go back to where I was on Hawkeye. And Disney Plus.
I guess, you know what? Guess I'll open up the letter. I guess you said it was.
It's a sealed. It's a scroll sealed with wax. But yes, you can grab it and open it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up and I'll start reading out loud whatever you're about to tell us is within it.
Yes. So I'll make sure to post this in the chat too once I'm done, just so that you guys can see it and reference it. But the letter is thus, and it says, contacts from within the royal palace are reporting that tensions are high. Reports are unsure, but the king's advisor reportedly has been urging the king to go to war. Military officers are all well on board, though there are rumors that someone among them might be hesitant. A lucrative opportunity, there will be a large banquet that can be attended by pretty much anyone. If the king is rightly impressed by a gift, as he was last time, he will grant a special pass permitting entry to the castle. I've been digging through what I can, and from what I can tell, the king is a huge fan of ornate jade, and thanks to me, the person who spilled that info isn't around to tell anyone else that she did. One more thing of note. The military presence around the castle, which will be even higher during the banquet, is heavy. If we are planning to do any infiltrations, we need to find an alternate route in. I saw a hallway below the eastern parapet that seems to take less traffic. Maybe that'll work. So clearly, this is, as you're looking at the scroll, it looks to be transcribed pieces not intended intentionally for you. This must be some kind of notes he must have taken, or perhaps it was part of some kind of report. Definitely not personalized, and it's not signed. Though you do see that within that parchment, at the very bottom, there is a small stamped symbol that has that same rat on it that you have begun to know well enough.
Interesting.
Let me get this over for you.
I was gonna say we could probably get in by bestowing the king the pickaxe and then stealing it back.
Didn't we get like some piece of jade at some point? I seem to remember us getting something like
Weren't
that.
they already at war?
Well, we have.
Yes, they are.
Oh, I thought tensions were just rising and it was looking like war.
Well, yeah,
Well,
they
well,
are technically they are technically at war, and this is kind of the way that it is. They have closed all borders with Valenheim, and they're mounting a warlike effort to try to get in. They have sent a couple of things out towards that border, either to do, well, scouts. But this was all. That's about
What
all
I'm
you
assuming
know.
is this is a push to officially invade. Invade
start
Valheim then.
battles.
So what wealthy industrialists are going to help them do this exactly?
Are you asking that
You are.
question? Like out loud?
As a well, I'm wondering if like other players know, because I'm asking like that question as a player.
Presumably,
We don't.
just
We have no idea who is funding it or who isn't funding it. What is that?
No, that was my phone. That was my phone. Sorry, it was.
Oh,
Vibrate on it. Give me a zip. Vibration.
we don't know who's funding it at all, or why they're doing it. We basically got here, and we've just done our best to make a name for ourselves enough that, well, what we say can have at least some sort of weight. And the only thing we've really discovered is some bandits have been poking around, and that there's a heavy military presence. So we don't know exactly how the war is going for them, but that's what we're trying to find out.
Anyway, seems our information from that one girl was correct. I say the gin.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It says here that the person who gave that information, hold on, said, look at how exactly did he word that? Who spilled that info isn't around to tell anyone she did. What is that supposed to mean?
You got like a brick for a brain?
Yes,
she
does.
did.
That depends.
Yes, unironically. Yes.
No, Sebastian's pretty sure he understands what that means. He's looking for the person to confirm it.
Okay.
The guy just kind of gives you this like sneering smile, and he's like, figure it out, tough guy.
Ooh, that was the wrong thing to say. Oh, because that would shove Sebastian into.
Do that.
Oh God, because normally that would piss him off.
And an entire town wasn't really consequence, and he's the guy who stopped me, and it doesn't look like he's gonna stop me this time. Where's the town's water supply?
You see, now I know, like deep in my heart, that this might screw over interrogation, but it is something Sebastian would do. Oh God! Now I'm debating whether or not I should do it.
Murder hobo time.
No, Sebastian's not a murder hobo. He's just very quick-tempered. It's very easy to make him mad.
We already have the information to get in.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so Sebastian's gonna grab the back of the guy's head and he's gonna slam it into the fucking table as hard as he can.
Jesus,
you
fucking ape.
As soon as you do this, I want everybody to roll initiative. I'm gonna get everybody.
You don't.
Where is
Why would you do that?
Nobody do that! I confirmed several times that I was on the fence of doing it, and I got
I'm kidding, man.
reinforced.
I'm kidding, dude.
This is
That's why I
happening.
will
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
Sebastian
so
slams the
this is
guy's
gonna
head
be
into the-
this is gonna be strange. Also, where the hell is the page that I set up for this? I no joke set up a page with a thing for this purpose. I guess we'll just use this blank sheet. So let me get everybody over here. You guys should all now be in a blank white space. Because apparently I'm missing this asset. Go ahead and drag your tokens out into the section here.
My intent is to take as many of them alive as possible because they deserve to be arrested.
How do we do that?
You go into
Beat
your
the shit.
journal and then drag your token over into the area.
This is
Yeah.
the thief,
I
right?
thought
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
asking me.
So- Oh,
Yeah.
can I just remind you about?
I'm trying to get everybody's tokens out. God, none of this is
my
right.
token is not correct. My token is not correct.
Is it not?
Oculars is tiny.
I'm seeing your token is correct. I just drug it out.
Oh, I'm so fucking dumb. I'm dumb. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm dumb.
it's not letting me drag it. That's weird.
That is really strange. Okay, so let me...
Now, are we going to play the game this time of everybody stacks their tokens on top of me to fucking spite me?
Cameron, you
Sure.
shouldn't have said those words.
I know. I know.
Cameron, I have an issue with that. Look at your token.
Yeah, I'm
Oculars
looking.
is perfectly lined up with you,
Mhm. Yeah.
so you're on top of me.
Oh no. I don't like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's better or worse.
Oculars is now just hiding under you.
That sucks.
You are a perfect meat shield, Cameron.
That's my fucking...
That's the point. That was the whole purpose of my character, is to be a meat shield.
He's done it most of this game so far. Oculars is hid behind you and let him take the
Yeah.
damage.
Hey, I've been a pretty damn good meat shield, and I will continue to be a damn good meat
This
shield
is
for the rest
bad.
of this game.
This is bad, by the way. I'm just gonna do a rudimentary thing here, trying my best. Can you guys see these drawings I'm making?
Kind of.
Circle
I
here.
You can see
the
the
purple circle.
Oh, there's
you can see the purplies.
R.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see some purple.
Oh, you're drawing like tables and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
those totally look like tables. I'm so proud of you, Dominic.
Listen, I'm an artist, okay?
Clearly.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
All right, so let's get everybody into position here. There we go. Who drew the yellow circle? Get it out of
I
here.
was trying to overlay your purple one with their circle tool.
Shut up.
Oh,
It's faster if I do it this way.
Dominic forgot there was a circle tool.
I
Is
did
it
not
though?
forget.
Is it faster? Is it faster? Really? Or are you just telling yourself that because you know you forgot about it?
do you
Shut.
know where Kundra's token is?
Yeah, it's this purple one.
Is
Here, I drug it out for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I couldn't find it. Okay, there we go.
Can I move mine? I can move mine. Okay.
Yeah, you guys all
What
should
the
have
hell?
access to your own tokens.
All right. No, I forgot. I am currently standing behind
Yes. Let me get
Doctor-
some more of these guys out here.
Dr. Man. Oh, it took away all my health values. I'm gonna put those back on.
Dr. Drew.
What the hell? Come on. There we go. And I was going to use the blue. Or which one? The green or the blue should be my lay on hands pool. Which one did I have before? Because I have 55. I'm just going to use the green one.
Okay. I'm gonna just for you guys. I will use the draw square tool.
I'm so grateful.
Dominic, you fool! You forgot to update my image in Rule 20.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have that World of Warcraft screenshot.
It's all good. We'll get it next time.
I will have to do that. Why is
What's
nobody's
going on?
HP showing? I'm very upset. All right, whatever. It is.
Odds and we don't take damage.
That's
Yes,
probably true. Oh god, my life is a fucking mess at the moment. I'm trying to open everything here. Because I didn't well, I guess I should have expected this, to be honest with you. This is what I mean when I say I'm never fully prepared when this shit happens.
It's alright, gamer.
Oh god. I have to open all of these again, because Because
Which one is the trade prince?
I'm working on
He's
it.
still here, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm working on this as best I can, trying to get this reset up. Because I can't just open for whatever reason I can't open these at once.
Of the guy in front of you.
What did you say? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
About where Ocularis is sitting right about now.
A girlfriend or his sister?
Right.
We're gonna.
Well, I said I was standing. Didn't I? I mentioned before I was standing right behind the guy, and I wasn't.
He's gonna have this. He's gonna have this token because I'm feeling ballsy.
Hey, that's our cart.
Brilliant deduction there, Einstein.
I'm hoping that I at least bloodied his nose with that slamming into the table bit.
Yeah, what's your strength modifier again?
My strength modifier is +5.
Okay.
What?
Like I feel that the one thing to hurt.
Yeah. Well, it's not me. I'm making a reference to my friend who's playing a paladin, and he just slammed someone's head into a table, and now we're rolling initiative.
Doesn't sound very lawful.
Not the. Well, no, we're talking to like a thieves guild, so it's okay.
It's a bad dude. Is bad the guy.
That was surrender.
Doesn't sound very lawful.
Did you just say I once killed someone who was surrendering?
Okay, I don't know if he was surrendering, but I know you caved in the face of a.
Yes, because I was attempting to knock him out and accidentally killed him because I rolled a crit. Yes, because that was me intentionally killing a bound man. How many times are you going to bring that up in an attempt to make Sebastian to be way more evil than he actually is?
Definitely.
Okay, I need to do a roll here. Gabagoo. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so what is everybody's initiative rolls?
I got a 13.
I got a 16.
I believe I also got a 13.
I got a 6.
Time to roll off between Parker and I.
I got a 5.
I got a 19.
I was not ready for this.
Hey, Dusty, you got a 5?
All right, you go first.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, which one of you rolled higher? Okay, so Steven got a 13 and Jammerman got a 13 as well.
Yep, so he goes first.
Yes.
Between us, at least.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Oh right, I need to roll for this man. What is his fucking?
Close, but
Okay.
slow melt. No. Even with the cat.
Oh wow. Jiminy Christmas.
Is the green one Ocularis now?
No, the green one is
Is the trade prince.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so Ocularis just isn't on here yet. Or he's hiding.
They're trying to memorize his name, but
What did you
remember his title?
Ocularis, what'd you get? 19?
19.
Oh, okay, I need you to roll off with me.
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna lose. Okay.
I tried.
You tried.
He was close.
Well,
Oh god.
It was close. No, it's 19.1. Me, not 13.1. Thank you.
Police. Yay.
Sebastian, what did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
There you go. I see it now. Very cool. Okay, so I think that's everyone. Steven, you got a 13. Jamberman also got a 13, and Steven's got a 13.1 then. I hate this. Alright, can I get this to... There we go. Alright, you guys should be able to see that updated thing. I gotta get over to the spectator side here and readjust this. There you are.
Wow, the enemy had a 13 or a 4.
Yeah, we're having a bad time. Also, nobody can see. You can only see Exhale. Why, bro?
I guess I'm just the main character now.
Apparently.
Cue her anime opening playing as she runs through a field with flashes of transparent images of all the other characters in the party.
Okay, Cameron,
And at
that'd
the
be
very end,
hilarious.
she reaches for the sun as the camera pans upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then shows the title screen, Planes and Quests.
Okay, you know what?
Story.
I'm not gonna bother with this because Roll20 is being stupid, and I don't know why. So we're just gonna go with this here. So Ocularis. Usually this is the case, but you're the first to move. As Sebastian, or what did you say your strength was?
+5.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see what I can do here.
I'm losing my goddamn mind.
If it's damage, I guess that would be 6 damage.
I wish I had the spell Sleep
Why?
because I could
So
just
you
put
could
these
put
people
me
to
to
sleep.
Oh, I thought you said so you could put me to sleep.
So so I can put fucking.
Put Sebastian to
Sebastian.
fucking schlep.
I have like no offensive abilities, so you guys are gonna be fighting here really hard.
Yay.
Okay.
There, friend.
So
You
each one of
tried
these.
sling insults like a champ. That's all I got.
You know, I could have actually taken Vicious Mockery, but Cameron begged me not to. And Dominic.
We did.
Just gonna casually be drinking my drink here before I get into combat.
Take a
Wait,
big
Harley,
sippy.
don't you have Fairy Fire?
Yeah.
I also have Fairy Fire.
I was
That's
going
what
to
me-
start by hitting 2 guys at once, though.
Do it.
Jin, that's all you need to do is just.
do a shatter, which is a 10-foot radius.
What do I need to do?
No. I say you and I are both
Fuck are you,
taking
Harley? Don't you dare shatter next to me.
We're taking a sip of a drink real quick before we get into
It's
combat.
away from you,
Oh.
hitting an enemy table.
Okay, thank God.
Far enough away that it won't affect us.
I was like
And it's a
apparently
con
lost
save.
in the idea of making a jade something for a gift at this banquet, and then all of a sudden I hear a slam on the table.
So yes,
So I am
what are
just
you
going to point out that
what are you
nobody
doing?
Escapes.
I'm casting shatter over at this table over here that I'm pinging.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see.
Should hit both of these guys. It's a con save of 15.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it this way because this will be easier. Con save of 15. Wow. Okay, both of these succeed. Is it half damage on a save? God, I need to remember all my fucking spells.
Yeah, half damage on a successful one, so
Yes.
they still take damage anyways. Woo! Okay, how much damage do I do? 15 divided by 2.
Okay, so each one of these guys is gonna take an oof of 7 damage.
Loud boom, and everything on that table goes flying away.
Yep.
Table spontaneously like this table just freaking explodes out of nowhere.
I just like pointed a quill at that table and it went boom.
Krakow. Yes, and the table itself, it is rocked to the floor. I don't think it shatters based on the rules of shatter. Inorganic material, stone, crystal, and
That'd
metal.
be a silly
Yeah.
If it didn't shatter things, why did they call it shatter?
Well, it's because it's not rock. So instead, the table literally just kind of like flies from the center point away, and it lands kind of on the floor. Okay, so that's that. And that sound is huge and massive.
Oh yeah. Everyone heard that. Even the guys on the other side of town.
Yep, there was just a gigantic fucking ringing yell that goes out across everything. Boga is going to, on his turn,
Let's go, Boga.
he rushes over to this guy, and he's gonna make some fat attack rolls here. Will this even work?
Let's go, little buddy.
Hell yeah. So he attacks this guy, and I believe he does hit, and he deals a good nice 5 slashing whack on this guy. That is not correct. Roll 20. Thank you. Okay. I forget. Can I apply this? He's gonna apply his Divine Smite to that to deal an extra 12 radiant damage.
Hell yeah, little buddy.
So that guy, the little kobold runs over and he's just, nah! And he takes his scimitar and he chunks it into the guy's leg as he's pulling out a dagger, and the guy goes, ah! And then the thunderous, as this radiant fucking light just expands from the wound, excuse me, and it just sears his body.
You know
Sebastian!
Popular opinion, but I'll say it. Boga's the real main character.
Sebastian, you're up next.
While holding this guy's hair as his face is on the table, I'm gonna lean in and whisper, I don't think you understand just how fucked you really are. And I'm going to then pin him to the floor.
Okay, make me a strength check.
Rape him, Cameron.
That would be a...
Hey!
Can I not say that? Or is that bad?
No, you actually cannot say that.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I
please
believe
don't.
that would be it.
Sorry.
In any case, I think that's a
we
grapple
love you,
attack.
Steven. Don't worry.
Yes, it is a grapple attack. Okay, so it is a strength check either way for his grapple
is it
attack.
just a normal strength check?
No, it's a grapple.
It's just
It's a
normal
grapple attack, and I'm just for the sake of time, dude. There's no way you're failing this. He rolled shit. You grab his ass and you pin him to the floor. Rather than pin him to the floor, yeah, you grab him and you're holding him straight. He's not pinned, obviously, because that's not how this works. But you are holding him still, and he starts to flail.
My attempt next turn is to pin him to the floor.
So,
yeah.
With that in mind, you got a bonus action still.
This is very true. Let's see, what can this little paladin do for you?
And you could technically still move if you wanted to.
I don't think you can move after grappling.
Yeah,
you're kind of rooted in place.
You are not rooted when you're grappled. If something is restrained, it's rooted.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just going to then cast Shield of Faith on Boga.
Boga gets a Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith does +2 AC, right?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna...
Tanky boy.
And while I'm grappling him, just don't struggle, because if you do, it's gonna get a whole lot worse.
Excuse me, Kunch, your turn.
Yeah, Kunch is just enjoying their afternoon drink or whatever time it is, and we'll just look at one of the. I guess we'll just turn and look at one of the. I guess the guy right next to Booger right now, and they're gonna cast Firebolt at them.
Hit me with the fire. Hit me with the jazz.
Okay. It's an 8.
That's an 8 to hit, right?
I believe so. Because that's +6. That's the hit.
You were trying to look really, really cool, and so you casually turn and you make the motion and point your finger like nonchalantly, and then you look and you realize your firebolt just struck the table next to him, and it's a little bit embarrassing.
Well, either I shrug it off and just go back to my drink. That's it for me.
Okay, Exilia, you're up.
All right. Exilia is going to. Where the fuck is my fucking page? I have this all planned out. I promise. Let's see. So there's someone right in front of me, right?
No, you're behind Jamberman right here. You should see your brown token.
Okay. So let's see. The little goblin icons are the bad guys, right?
Yeah, they're the
Yep.
enemies.
Okay. Each square is 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which one's the trade prince?
The green one. He's currently using your token for the cart because I apparently don't prepare anything, and all of my other tokens are not in here.
I'll cast Fairy Fire targeting the trade prince.
The
Wait,
trade
why?
prince. Okay.
Why?
So then
Um,
we're attacking him, aren't we? We have to.
No.
No, we're attacking the
He's
thieves.
an ally.
No, we're not attacking. Yeah, we're not attacking
never
the trade
mind.
prince.
They're attacking all these red things.
I thought
I
he
mean,
was on
you
the bad
can
side.
attack him if you want, but
Then you're gonna kind of screw us over in the long run. That
I didn't know that. Then. So in that case, on this little goblin boy, I'll cast Fairy Fire on him.
okay, just he is
Yes,
grappled.
He is the one being grappled by me.
Okay.
So in case that changes things.
It changes everything. Okay, who can I fuck with that'll help us?
What's the range on Fairy Fire?
Fairy Fire is 60 feet.
Yeah, literally
I can
anyone.
get pretty much anyone.
Any of these red boys you can absolutely pick.
Kunj, you're not grappling him or doing anything like that, right?
That's not Kunj, that's Boga, but he's not. He is in melee
Boga,
combat.
Kunj, all of your icons are the fucking same.
No, they are
Racist!
not. You poopy man!
If you cast
Okay.
Fairy Fire here,
Mhm.
you can get that guy, the guy behind the counter, and the guy that Boga
And-
attacking,
Okay, if I can get all
Yeah.
of them, I'll cast it on this guy.
because it has a 20-foot range.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that guy at
Yeah,
all.
no, It's a 20-foot cube.
Wow.
Okay. Use.
I had stuff covering him.
That was a first level spell slot.
Okay,
Pretty
if it
sure-
fails a dexterity saving throw.
It's 14.
If I'm not mistaken, actually, Fairy Fire is a drow racial spell.
Hell yeah.
If it is, I still have to use a spell slot.
Okay, so it's these three.
Okay.
I don't
And you said the
know.
DC was 14? Okay, so this guy and this guy both failed. The guy behind the counter ducks behind the counter in just enough time, the bartender, and he doesn't get fairy fired. I'm gonna go ahead and add these little... Can you guys see the little markers I'm giving him?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I could see the
yeah,
one
the
on
little
the
black
one.
wisp.
Yeah, the little black wisp. That's your fairy fire. So that's to remind y'all you have advantage on
What?
attacks.
Never mind. Actually, no. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't actually use a spell slot, but I can only do it once per long rest.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. You're right, Parker. Sorry.
So these guys...
That's all cool, bro. Nice little bonus.
So as you cast your fairy fire spell, it swirls around in a cube right in where you had centered it, and the two guys who didn't duck behind the counter, they just suddenly start like glowing, and they are very, very bright, very easy to see. Jamberman, your turn.
I'm gonna cast Bigsby's hand and grapple the trade prince.
Okay.
Gotta protect
So-
the trade prince, dude.
You let's see, what is the save for
rather-
that?
So wait, these guys are allied with the trade prince, though, right?
No.
No, we just had this with
Sorry, I'm
Steven.
stupid. Mistake.
We
This
just
is
had
the
this with
second
Steven.
time.
Shut up. As opposed to grappling him, I'm going to use the ability interposing hand and like put it in between him and the guy right next to him.
Okay.
It'll basically just put a barrier between him and the other guys that nobody can attack him from that direction without attacking the hand.
And must sit between you and the target. Providing you with half cover against the target can't move through the hand's space. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Alright, absolutely. There is now a hand boy right there. I'm gonna draw it, I promise. Let's make it yellow, because I imagine it's yellow. There you go.
Yep.
That is really hard to see. I am sorry. Anyway, is that all you're gonna do for your turn?
That's my action. I could move, but there's nowhere I want to move to currently. I've got lots of cover.
Jen, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
I guess I'll throw an agonizing blast at somebody.
Take your pick.
Can I see this guy?
He is behind the counter. He kind of peeks his head back up. So yes, you can see him.
It'd be half
Okay.
cover rules, I think.
Well, I can hit anybody that is what? Because I have spell sniper, I can hit him up to like 3/4 cover or something.
Oh,
It should be, yeah. So go ahead and roll.
Easy shot, though.
You have to roll, I think, still, right? With spell sniper.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
I still have to see if I can hit him, but otherwise
gets
than
to-
that,
Yeah, he
I,
doesn't
I
have
don't
anything.
get disadvantage for it,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, he gets to ignore the disadvantage. It's kinda
Hell
neat.
yeah! All right, make me that roll, homeboy.
I should probably roll all 3, shouldn't I?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Make them all lovely. See if I hit.
Oh yeah. None of these are gonna miss.
None of them would.
You quickly
I just
whirl
turn around
around.
Thump, thump, thump.
Yeah, you extend your hand and the ring opens up, and there's just and it just pelts the poor guy for it looks like 14.
34.
Thank you for
34.
thank you for the quick maths, Parker. I appreciate
Quick
it.
maths.
Suck my ass.
Hey.
Anyway, he takes the 3 hits and he stumbles a little bit and his face and upper chest are singed black. It is like the magical force that pushed against it. He's like bruised and it is visible. It is horrid. You have fucked up this guy's face. He is still remarkably standing, which bears the question on whether or not any of these guys are actual patrons. Speaking of which, is that all you're going to do for this turn?
Yeah.
All right. And now it's time for them. They finally get their footing. And this guy right here, he's going to make a swing at Boga. I believe that is not going to hit. Thanks to the Shield of Faith, the glint of the shield, it strikes against Boga's half-plate armor, and the guy just does not manage to get an attack in. This guy is going to move up 5, 10, 15. He moves up to you, Kunj, and he is going to make an attack at you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think a 13 hits you.
Yeah. Could just kind of dodge out of the way while I'm taking a sip of the drink again. Give me a moment. I'll get to you in a moment.
you make me a performance check on that.
I'll do so. I'll gladly do so. Since I'm okay. Performance.
Okay, you look cool. You look cool, but not that cool. So nothing really happens. But you definitely look suave and smooth as fuck.
Yeah, a little bit. The alcohol spilled out and everything else, and just looking at you spilled my drink, you fucker.
So this guy right here, he's gonna move up behind you, and he's gonna try to make an attack against you, Sebastian. Which also does not hit. He swings his knife at you, and it basically just chunks off your armor. It is nothing more than a minor annoyance. And that also comes down to this guy, who also comes at you. However, now he is definitely flanking you. And he is going to make 2 attack rolls at you. Neither one hit. Again, these two just can't get past your armor. They can't find a single...
Sebastian's gonna poke his head up and he's gonna... Is there a draft in here?
The guy...
Man right now.
The guy behind the counter, he... So the guy behind the counter, he stands up, and he quickly throws a knife at Ocularis here. Ocularis does a 19. Does 19 hit you? No. Or yes, it does. A 19 is going to hit you, so that is going to do...
He's 50 feet away. That's pretty much close to max range for thrown weapons. I think he gets disadvantage for it, doesn't
Yes,
he?
he does, and he still hit. He
Wow,
got a big
disadvantage
chunker.
of 19 low. That's crazy.
So he is going to hit you for. I don't know how I'm gonna do this easy. He hits you for a paltry. It looks to be 6 damage with his attack, as the knife just kind of like sticks into your like upper chest area. Nowhere vital at all, but he does take a good chunk of 6 HP. So that should bring Ocularis down to 67. And that's the end of the enemy's turn. And we move on to Ocularis. However, at the start of your turn, Ocularis, you suddenly hear in the distance a very loud ring, ding, 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 ding. Somebody is ringing an alarm bell of some sort. It is loud.
Well, I'm gonna yell guard to make sure everyone in the party knows what's going on.
Okay.
Excelli-
Gonna
fucking
cast-
Mel nods.
Fairy fire here.
That should hit all 3 of those guys then.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't that hit me too?
He could
yeah,
select
but
targets.
It avoids friendlies, I believe.
Unless
Any
you wanted
creature
to.
in the area when the spell is cast is outlined in light if they fail a dexterity saving throw. So he has to roll for it.
I thought that was one of the ones that you got to select for.
Nope, it does not
Okay.
appear to be so. So Sebastian's going to need to make a dex save.
15. DC 15 dex save.
I'm gonna assume that you're also going
That's
to.
not good.
I'm gonna assume that you're gonna try and exclude the hand that's blocking for the trig prints from that.
That's not a person, that's a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
That's
counts
not
as like a creature.
So you're just getting all 3 of these guys, right?
Oh my god.
So the light dissipates from the 2 that it was on before.
No, that was from a different guy.
No?
Yeah.
Because
Jin,
Jin
Was it Jen?
Steven's character cast it on the
no.
other
Oh,
guys.
you're right. I'm a
Cat sent
fool.
one to cover the rest of them.
You know what? You're right. That was me being a bad boy. So that's 3 of them. They're each gonna roll one of these. And it's a dexterity save.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy is the only one to fail. The other ones actually do succeed, but this guy starts to glow, the guy that's being pinned by Sebastian.
good, that'll make pinning him easier.
Okay, and what else you doing, my dude?
Do I happen to know where the door is?
Oh,
Presumably
did I forget to draw the fucking door? Guys, please fucking kill me.
Dominic is now no longer the DM for his failings. I am now your DM. Bow to me.
All right.
These
Cameron, what are we doing?
these are the doors, and I also
Uh,
forgot that there's supposed to be stairs that go up here.
You guys notice that Darth Vader arises from the ground and draws his lightsaber and says "Kawaii Desu Sasibaka," and you engage in
I hate all of you. So
We'll
anything
take
else,
turns to play.
Ocularis?
Roll initiative.
So if
Jammer
that's
man
the
dies
door,
of cringe.
I'm going to move to beside the door here.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Fairly fine. Boga is up next.
Cards as they come in.
And he is going to absolutely try to chunk into this guy again. And with his advantage granted by the fairy fire, he does manage to hit. So he's going to deal 6 slashing and an additional 12 radiant damage for a total of 18 damage on this guy. He is hurt, and he is absolutely losing his mind. Sebastian, your turn.
As he's ready to pin this guy to the floor, he just speaks, "I'll get to you two in a moment. Chill out." And I pin the guy to the ground.
You got anything
Or
to
attempt
restrain?
pin the guy to
Do
the
you
ground.
have anything to restrain him with?
I do. I have hemp and rope.
All right, you can make an attempt to restrain him. Make me what I'm gonna just say is a grapple check. He is gonna roll to get out of this. Ooh,
God damn it.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a good one. You try to get him, you try to get his hands tied, but he's actually squirming in this incredibly complex way where you can't get a hold of his hands well enough while still being able to hold on to him. He
Is he
avoids
prone?
being. He is currently.
Did he get- I was asking if he got proned during the last turn since he failed.
because
Technically,
He was trying to pin
technically
him.
he's not. You kind of have him on his knees right now. He can't move either way. So, but he's not prone.
Okay.
Sig, no. What's
What else, Sebastian? What you got?
going on? That would have been my action, correct?
Yes.
Let's see here. I don't think I've got anything. Yeah, don't necessarily have anything else I can do.
So, just to remind you that he exists, Sigurd, seeing you being attacked, rushes over and he makes a bite attack against this guy's leg.
Yeah, I completely forgot that I can use my bonus. Yeah, I forgot that that's a bonus action.
Good boy.
Sigurd is the best boy.
The bestest boy.
You want me to roll for that, right?
You can, if you would prefer. I can roll them, but I usually make you roll
I
them.
prefer to roll for Sigurd. Yeah, I prefer.
So he's got +3.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Ugh.
Yeah, Sigurd starts nipping at this guy's heels, but the guy just keeps kicking Sigurd's head away. So Sigurd is not able to get at him. Kunch, you're up.
Okay, well, I have some fun ideas that deal with the guard problem. So I'm gonna quickly cast invisibility real quick. My one free invisibility per day.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just get away from this fucker and go over to Harley or Archerellers.
Okay. I'm trying to remember something here. Okay, I'm gonna... Where the hell is it? No.
Roll anything, because I am ready.
Just a second. Make me a stealth check.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. 29?
Okay, yeah, that's just fine. And so this guy, as soon as you go invisible, he starts flailing his arms in an attempt to attack you. But clearly, it is very easy to dodge, so let's see. He's essentially gonna roll these, and he's taking the lowest. Wow. It was good, but he does not get close enough. He misses you entirely.
So while I'm going there, I'm gonna grab the piece of parchment, and I'm gonna be go over to Archerellers and I'm gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna cast a spell on this to make it look like something else, to be incriminating to these guys, and we're gonna get the guards on our side."
Sounds good to me.
I mean, to be entirely fair, it does already have the Thieves Guild logo on it.
I know. I'm gonna keep that. I'm just gonna rewrite it to make it seem like they're planning like some actions or so and everything else, and just incriminate them more.
Planning to kill the king or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much, I'm taking a lot of the stuff that they wrote mainly about themselves. Nothing that would screw us over with the plans. I'm just taking what is incriminating for them and putting it on them and be like, we saw this and we reacted immediately.
Okay, so you're gonna be able to do that next turn because your spells, but that brings us to Exilia. Your turn.
All right, Exilia, I am right here. Let's see, what is this guy doing? Actually, I should probably help out Glade.
Yeah, the guy that you just pointed at, he took a couple of swings at Kunj, who just went invisible, just straight up, dying is gay, I'm out.
Has anyone actually taken damage here?
Ocularis has taken a bit of damage, but it's all to his temporary HP, so he's fine.
Oh, my temp HP.
All right.
The bad guys have taken some damage.
I'd like to
Plenty.
go help out Boga
Sure thing.
and whack this fucker with a stick.
Give him a weapon.
All right. Give me just a sec. Let me check to see what my stat is on it. Let's see. Actions. I can beat him with the Staff of Bird Calls. It's a +3 to hit. So roll /r roll d20 +3.
Ouch.
Damn, I do nothing.
So Excelia, you see Kunj go
That was a very
invisible,
successful.
and you feel his body like pass by with the wind, and you see Boga, and you're like, I've got this. You grab your staff and you start running, and it's basically Hee-yah! And you like go to make an overhead strike, and the guy hears it coming and just easily steps out of the way of your swing.
Motherfucker, how dare they?
You like lightly slap him with the leaves on your staff.
He gets a good little brush. It's a little itchy.
Exelia takes a deep breath. Upsetty.
Oh wait, I forgot to mention you have advantage on this
Okay.
because you
you're
fairy
right.
fired this guy.
Oh yeah, roll again.
hit him again. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! Sometimes you win, sometimes you get it.
She does a little strike down, and then there's a pause for nothing to
minute.
react, and then she does an uppercut at him.
I just realized something. Oh wait,
What?
Never mind. No, never mind. I'm being stupid. Don't listen to me.
All right. I'm up.
Okay, so Jamberman, it's your turn.
Or am I being stupid? No, I'm not being
Alright.
stupid. Wait
So
a minute. The guy I'm attempting to grapple had fairy fire on him. Shouldn't I have?
No,
Had
that's
advantage?
different. Attack
That's
rolls
a-
and grapple rolls are different.
Yeah, it was essentially a skill check.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So since the trade prince doesn't seem to be any immediate,
I
danger since the
forgot
guy-
to take his turn. I have to add
Oh
him
yeah,
to the
is
turn
he gonna
order.
like get the frick out of here, or is he gonna help us, or what is he gonna do?
I'm gonna add him to the turn order, and I'm just gonna roll his. God, add turn. Roll 20. Thank you.
Oh hey, I can see him.
I can't change
Crazy.
that from party. So I'm just gonna. Okay, that's just fine. He's gonna go after Kunj next turn.
So wait. So what is he doing?
He's not doing anything right now. We'll say that he was during his first turn. He takes his turn to draw what appears to be his own scimitar that he had stuffed within his robes. It takes him some time, and that's just me being fucking stupid. So there you go.
Because he has to do it elegantly.
No,
Yes.
he's just fumbling around because I am fumbling around, and as God, I put it upon him. Anyway, so yeah, he'll be ready to
Alright.
move next turn. I promise.
All right. Well, for a bonus action, I'm going to have my hand take a new action and smack the crap out of the guy that's behind Sebastian.
Fair enough.
With clenched fist.
Clenched fist. I have to fucking
So
find
that's,
that shit.
Attack roll +8 because it is a 26 strength stat.
That's insane.
Oh yeah,
Yay,
get it.
telepathy.
It's called Wizards. Watch, we're gonna hit the fucking 1. Just you wait.
A 17.
Nope, that will hit though. So roll me some force damage.
And that is what, a 48? That's 12 damage to that dude.
Okay. So hang on.
And then for my main action, I'm going to cast Firebolt at this guy over here that was swinging where Kunj was before.
That's just fine. Make sure to remember to roll advantage. You got fairy fire.
Oh yeah. I don't think I'll need to, but sure.
Nobody thinks they need to until they need to.
I love how I started with Firebolt with this guy, with me missing now.
I mean, I have a +9.
You
but
can
okay.
min-max all you want. The dice determine everything.
Does the 18 work?
Yeah, the 18 works. Aren't you glad you had that advantage? You
What do
fucking
you mean? I didn't have
cuck.
to roll it.
Momoa X3, yeah.
What do you mean you didn't have to roll it? I see. What?
That was his first roll for.
Oh no! You know what? You know what? I'm seeing that other number. Yes, I'm stupid. There you go. The 18 does hit. So yes, roll me damage. I was being dumb. I saw the 12, and I'm like, he rolled a 12.
All right, so that's.
Turns out I'm the fool.
Turns
That's
out I'm
13
the
damage.
Naoni-chan.
Okay, 13 damage to this boy. He is gonna... That does hurt him a decent amount. Your fire bolts just pelt him, or your fire bolt, excuse me, pelts him, and it singes his clothing. He is kind of stuck there, kind of singeing. So that's that guy. The fist gave a good old-fashioned smackadoo to that guy. And is that going to be the end of your turn?
It shall.
Okay, so that brings us to Jen. It is your turn.
It is my turn.
Yeah.
Well, I think I am going to help Sebastian and shoot this guy here with my nice Eldritch Blast.
Sounds like a plan.
So I'm gonna do all 3 attacks on him, so I'll just roll all of those and see what hits.
The first 2 do hit. So he takes 14 force damage from your shots.
Okay.
So you wheel back around after shooting the guy behind the bar and pop off another 3. Pow, pow, pow. One of them does sail past him, but the other 2 strike him directly in the side. He just yelps in pain. Doing this, it is now their turn.
Sort of light out. Well, it is still sort of light out. I'm gonna go and take the dog out.
Okay. Your turn is for a couple of seconds here. So, the guy who is attacking Boga, he is going to keep making a few swings at this guy, at the little guy. He is very, very hurt. He is bleeding profusely. And he can't manage to hit the little kobold's armor. He doesn't even seem to bother with you, Excelia. Meanwhile, though, the guy behind the bar, he does, in fact, bother with you. And he is also going to throw a dagger at you. It is within range, though, and so he does not have to take disadvantage. Does a 15 hit? It does. So you are going to take... Where is it?
Okay, just checking for later. Okay.
So you're going to take 6 damage as well. So that's from your 3. That's going to bring you down to 42. So yeah, as you're finishing your swing against this guy and he takes another swing at the kobold, you hear the small sound of metal swishing through the air, and then you feel it stick right into your side. With that in mind, this guy is going to attack at you, Jin. He's gonna make a quick attack, but he misses you. Like, he was already flailing, and his attack to you is more or less what he's attempting as an end to that flail. He misses you almost entirely. Just whiff of the ages here. This guy beneath Sebastian, he's gonna try to get out of the... He's gonna try to get out of the grapple, and he's gonna try to wiggle free. But no, it doesn't matter. I was gonna wait for Cameron to come back, but I rolled for him right now, and yeah, he's still stuck in grapple.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, the guy tried to get out. He cannot. Anyway, so these 2 guys are gonna make some more attacks at Sebastian. Let's see. Yeah, neither one of them misses, and this guy at the bottom fumbles. Cameron, are you back yet? Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to delete that. I guess we'll wait. Don't copyright strike this shit. I have to find my, where the fuck did he go? Is he off taking a fat ogre shit? Probably. I'm just gonna do this with his stats, cause he's, oh, nope, there he is. God damn it. Cameron! Get the fuck in here!
I'm back.
Okay, you get an attack of opportunity against the guy behind you. He fumbled his attack very, very poorly.
Well, I'm currently attempting to grapple somebody.
That doesn't matter.
I don't have a weapon drawn.
You are... oh, you don't have a weapon drawn. That's right. I completely forgot about that. So, unfortunately, yeah.
Then I guess I'll just fucking karate chop him in the back of the head.
Give him you can just elbow him in the back of the head. Yeah, make an attack roll.
Why don't I just kick him? I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick him. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick him.
Either way, it's an unarmed strike, so...
Yeah, no proficiency, unfortunately. Yeah, that'll hit. Now roll me damage. Or no, you don't roll damage, so it's gonna be what?
Just 6 damage.
6, yeah, 6 damage as you get him for that. He's got a 19.
Did I take any damage?
You didn't take any damage. No, he fumbled. Both of them missed, and that guy fumbled his attack real bad.
As I kick him, I'm gonna say, "How are you guys this bad?"
Shut the fuck up, you overgrown salamander! You have so much metal here!
That was a mistake.
That's pretty funny.
I point at him and say, "That was a mistake."
That was your mistake! Ocularis, it's your turn.
That was his mistake.
Okay, my turn. No guards are in yet, so...
Not yet.
I think I am going to insult this man's right here.
Alright, and what's the DC for that again? 14?
15.
15. Alright, and that's a wisdom save. Oh, he fails. So roll me some psychic damage.
This will work, or if that'll throw an error.
It threw an error.
What a roll! Oh my god!
Doesn't
that just insta kill the world?
It's a D4, right?
Yep, there it is.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's max damage. So the guy takes 4 psychic damage as you work. Do you have something for this? Because if not, I do.
Go
ahead. You basically wheel around and you point your finger at the guy and you say, "I've seen priests swing better than you." And the psychic words wrap around him and singe into his skin. He's gonna have disadvantage on his next attack.
Man, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that.
Exactly.
You know what? I won't even say it. I'll leave it to you guys to figure out. He's crying. There. He gets that icon because he's crying. And is that all you're gonna do? If you want, you're asking about guards. You can still ready in action next time if you want to.
Okay.
So that just so you know, if you want to do something when the guards arrive, just let me know and like ready in action. But with that in mind, it is Boga's turn again, and he is gonna take another couple swings at this nerd right here. Luckily, because he has advantage, he can actually hit, and he's gonna use his last.
Boga.
He's gonna use his last divine smite.
Kill him, Boga.
And he deals 8 damage. It doesn't quite kill, but this guy is literally like bleeding. His flesh is chunked off. He's one knee on the floor, and Boga is just screaming.
I know we need him alive, but it would be such a proud moment for him to be able to finally defeat an opponent on his own.
I mean,
it's not.
He did technically. Well, actually, yeah. I guess we don't. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I will obviously be upset if the guy dies because we do want to take as many alive as we can. But it's just the fact that Boga defeated an enemy on his own that would make me very happy.
So, with that in mind, it is now Sebastian's turn.
All right, same old, same old.
You're
I'm
gonna
just-
try to
Little
tie him up
shit.
again.
You're just gonna keep struggling, aren't you? And I'm just gonna continue trying to shove him to the floor.
Yep, go ahead and give me that roll.
Non-consent type
This
thing.
should be easy, seeing as though your friends are weak as fucking pool noodles. If I knew what a pool noodle was, because that's a not that those don't exist in my time. Turns out Sebastian's from the future. Who knew?
Interesting.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
They have something like
God
it.
damn
Oh,
it!
okay, so Sebastian, something unfortunate happens right here. As you're mouthing off, trying to basically tell this guy that he's horrible at pretty much everything, blah, 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 he's a waste of human life, he takes this opportunity to twist his body in a way that you weren't expecting, and his foot comes sailing up towards your crotch and your plate armor. It's obviously an attempt to do some more damage than anything, but really it's a minor inconvenience, but it's just enough for him to wriggle free, and he dives underneath the table, ending up prone, but 5 feet away from you. So he is on the floor underneath
turn,
you.
I'm gonna fucking drag him out by his feet. I'm just gonna drag him out by his feet next turn.
Okay,
You're gonna pick him up upside down.
so,
as he gets away from me, I'm just gonna stand up and I'm like, I don't even need a weapon, and I'm gonna pull up my fists.
okay, you do
I
so.
don't need a weapon. You guys are weak as hell.
Anything
Yeah,
else on
great.
your turn?
Your fists are weak. My fist is strong.
My fist is
Basically.
strong.
Your fist weak, my fist big.
Yeah,
And strong.
exactly. Exactly.
Anything else on your turn, Sebastian?
Yes. I'm gonna be extra as hell, and I'm gonna misty step behind this guy that's right next to me. I'm gonna be incredibly extra.
Okay,
and
which
I'm going
guy?
to misty step behind him, the guy to myself.
Okay, so move yourself to where you want. Don't
Alright,
forget
I
you can do that.
Bonk. I'm gonna go right there, and I'm gonna whisper salutations. And I'm going to beat him on top of the head with my fist. Just bonk him.
You already used up your action, but yeah.
I know. When my next turn comes up, I'm gonna bonk him on the back of the head.
Coons, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna use the loser script as I planned. Make this piece of paper very well. First, I'm gonna get a good look at it first for my next turn because I want to save this information. And then I'm just gonna illusionary script the paper and pretty much make. Well, I guess I could still see it, but to anyone else, this is a very incriminating piece of paper for the Thieves Guild.
It basically says, "Hi, this is the Thieves Guild. We were planning to assault these poor people inside of this very nice tavern. I'm pretty sure that we're going to do this just fine. There won't be any kind of white lizard that will stop us at all."
Well, maybe something a little bit more like subtle and not directly naming them, just having them simple.
Yeah, it'll be more eloquent than that. You make it look very thiefy.
The marks will be
Yeah.
here at this time.
Yeah. I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing the information we don't need and using that to pretty much incriminate them. So yeah, now I guess I'm just gonna sit there because I think that's an action. Also, I'm not invisible because I use that spell. And I'm just gonna sit there waiting for the guards to show up, I guess.
I mean,
And
yeah,
if
you are
they don't show
invisible and just holding this, by the
Well,
way.
no. When I cast that spell.
Oh, it does end your invisibility, so it's still tied to your concentration. Got it.
Okay. So, but what I'm gonna do for my next turn, I guess I'll be using a fireball for my next turn if the guards don't show up. If they do, I guess I'm gonna be telling them about all of this.
Okay, so as your turn ends, it's finally time for Haraxon. He finally gets his fucking act together, and as that guy breaks away from you, Sebastian, and as you misty step away, he basically says, "Oh no, you're not getting away that easy," and he just swings his scimitar underneath the table at this guy, and he is gonna... Oh, God, I have to scroll all the way down because I was scrolled up. Oh yeah, he hits big time. So that is gonna deal Yeah, so he hits big time. He is going to deal a total of, it looks to be 10 damage with his scimitar swing. No, that's the wrong thing here. And he quickly gets out of the way of this guy and moves over here. Excuse me. And gets in between Sebastian and this guy. Oh, wait, that's right. Hang on. He has to get... Yeah, this guy takes a bit more damage than that. Doobie-doobie-doo. All right. So Roxon moves to superimpose between you and this guy, and Sebastian, he's gonna try to flank, which he's gonna do. He's gonna do a flourish. Ooh, he does not. Yeah, he tries to flourish himself, but he doesn't actually get it very well. He kind of missteps, so he's not really able to flank this guy very easily. Which brings us to Exelia. It's your turn.
Knocking this guy again.
Give him a whap.
Slash roll d20 plus 3. Okay, that hits.
All right, roll it again because you do have advantage.
Can I say that I was two-handing this?
Yeah, I'll let you two-hand it.
Thank you.
I don't know why you would be.
Now it would be roll slash roll.
Sedge, no d20.
Yeah, -1. Okay.
I don't know why.
Wow.
No, jeez, max damage. So after Boga's been chunking this guy, you finally take your swing again, and you are like, "Oh, just hold still!" Whap! And you hit him right on the head, and you literally knock him out cold. You hear his well, at least that's what you assume, and then you hear his neck snap from the force of your strike. This guy.
That's rough. This was not my intention.
Well,
Just
them's the rules.
the weak drow woman just caves his soul in by accident.
The weak deserve to be crushed.
If you want to do a non-lethal attack next time, do tell me.
I have to say so.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, I understand.
Yeah,
That makes sense too.
But yeah, he is mucho dead.
He's been baka'd.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
gaming.
Let's see. Has anyone else taken damage?
Let's see. No, none of the party members have taken any damage except for you and Ocularis. Okay, well that'll be it for you then.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That brings us to Jamberman. It's your turn.
Epic. Well, first off, I'm going to use my bonus action. Instead of smacking the same guy that I smacked before, I'm going to... where's the thingy? It's not letting me do the drag thing. Whatever.
Oh, you may not be able to.
My
I will.
hand is right here. I'm going to have it move to over here.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to grapple this guy right here.
Okay, so that's going to
Using
be
the,
grasping hand.
Grasping hand.
Resolve grapple. Okay, so make me a grapple check. Yabba dabba 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 doo. Oh, buddy. Suffice to say, it's not going to be enough. Oh yeah, especially not with a roll like that. The hand tries to grapple the guy, and the guy just, like, he's crying, and he's like, "Get it off of me!" And he just throws the hand off of him.
Oh, God.
Anything else on your turn there, bud?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Really
I'm going to once again blast the guy that's in front of me. I'm gonna blast this.
Hit him with a firebolt.
Firebolt. And one more for just good measure.
You gotta do it, just in case. Coulda get a 20.
Where's the repeat This is dumb.
There is no
about
repeat
making-
function. If you'd rather, you could just use the roller. If you go to the roller, and I think there should be an option for advanced dice roller. You can just set it
there
up
is.
that
That's
way.
what I use. I've just been
Yeah.
using the advanced dice roller.
Okay. Well, it still hits, so roll me some firebolt damage.
Oh yeah, it does have a reroll function. Yeah. Actually, let me check this out, because I did it last time anyways. Oh my gosh, it's so slow. Hey, that's 20.
Very nice. You get this guy
takes 20
good
damage.
right in the head. Like the last guy, this one is actually burn marks, as half of his face just completely singes up. You can see the skin is scarred and he screams. He's not dead, but oh boy does he look like he wants to be. Does that end everything you're gonna do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jin, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna twirl around and attack the guy behind the bar again.
Give him the old pap pap pap.
3 more 3 more Eldritch Blasts! Yay!
So the second two definitely hit, and as the guy is readying to throw another knife, likely just as you're about to attack, you literally shoot the Eldritch Blast, and the force damage knocks his hand off the hand he was about to throw the throwing knife with, and then you turn and his face just catches the last Eldritch Blast, and it is impacted and it sinks, and he just goes flying back into the wall. And that man is hella dead. He is gone. He is gone city.
I was thinking about Misty stepping next
Roll
to him
20
and
would
asking
let
him
me
if I could
fucking-
order a drink before punching him.
Well, since he's gone, all drinks are free, so...
That's
if
true.
you want to be a thief. Though, is it thievery if the entire patronage is dead? Who knows?
Is it
Or is it a
thievery
bunch
if
of
the
thieves?
bar attacks you?
Or is the bar a bunch of thieves?
Is stealing from thieves still stealing? Find out
Yes,
next
because
time
they
on
stole
Dragon
their
Ball
stuff.
Z. Steven! Oh my god!
Anyways, is that all you're gonna do on your turn?
It has to be said.
It doesn't have to be said. Steven,
Yes,
I
it
said
does.
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I think I'm gonna
Did
move
you really think I...
over here.
Okay,
didn't
so
do it
you
next
are
time,
gonna
Dragon
take an
Ball Z.
attack of opportunity from this guy as you do so. So he's gonna try to ruin your day. Where's yours? That will hit. So he is going to deal a solid. Oh, that's a lot more. That's a lot more than I'm rolling. Hang on, I need to get the. That's a D6.
I
and
really
he's
want
gonna
to
roll.
drag that guy out from under the table by his feet like a goddamn goblin.
Okay, so he still doesn't get that much of a good hit on you. He does. That's +3. He takes. Okay, you take 16 damage as he chunks into you with his sword.
Okay.
As you try to run away, which should bring you down to, it looks like 80. $85.
Parker, your mic is going freaking bananas, dude.
Okay, so yeah, Jen, you're down to 85.
It's making like really
Okay.
weird, like retro graphic noises.
It sounds like something you'd hear from Inscription, honestly.
Yeah, actually.
Okay,
Weird.
is that everything you're gonna
Might
be
have
doing
just
on your
been-
turn?
I think it was.
Yep.
I think it was scratching against my clothes. Actually, that was probably
Well,
what it was.
then how about you tickle it instead of scratching it?
Okay, so this guy, he's gonna
Tickle
move
it.
over
Oh, God.
to attack you again, and he's gonna follow you on his turn because these two guys are dead. He's gonna make another roll at you because he really chunked into you last time, but unfortunately his attack does not hit. You managed to deftly dodge out of the way. This guy who's under the table, he crawls out here, which takes him a bit more of his movement, and he starts running right here. And at this moment, Sigurd gets an attack of opportunity. So do me an attack of opportunity, Mr. Sebastian.
Sure. Can I yell, "Where are you going, Snowflake"?
You know, I love that the guy that sent us a message is probably most likely going to be the guy that we're gonna capture. The guy closest, who's been closest to us so far, is the one that lives.
Oh, yeah, Sigurd does not get him, so he starts running right this way. This guy next to Haraxin is going to attempt to make an attack roll against the poor man, which does unfortunately hit, and he is going to take... Wow, oof,
He's
ouch.
heading for a back door.
Oh,
I
wait,
just
no,
realized.
he has to roll again because he has disadvantage. And okay, so he does miss. The guy who is attacking Haraxin does miss. As you teleport behind this guy, Sebastian, he wheels around in an attempt to, one final time to kill you before you stab him through, and he swings with his dagger, and it just and his arm like reverberates.
I give him the biggest, cheekiest smile I could ever give someone. Oh God!
And so
but I
at
can
the
tell one of them is attempting to escape.
yeah, it's the guy that you were grappling previously, and here I'll mark him for you just so you know which one he is. Boom.
Oh, I know which one he is.
He's purple.
Oh,
Anyway,
exactly.
at the top of this turn, Ocularis, it's your turn. There's lots of heavy, chunky, plate-covered footfalls, excuse me, chunk, 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 like they are approaching people.
Okay. I'm going to ready myself that if one of these guards comes to the doors and attacks us, I'm finally gonna pull my ripcord and hit him with the bag of bats.
Sounds like a great plan. You reach into your pack and you basically just grab hold of the string, ready to unleash.
The bag of bats. This story's Chekhov's gun.
And I am going to yell, "I'm Batman," when I pull the cord.
Oh my God.
So as you guys are doing this, so that's your turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Just readying myself to do that.
So Boga, if I have this correct. Okay, so let me make sure I can do this.
I'm
All right.
talking to my roommate. Sorry.
Okay, that's just fine.
I had my headphones off too, so if you guys said anything, I didn't hear it.
It's okay.
Okay, thanks.
Actually, wait, I'm giving where's Sebastian's sheet? Because I forgot that I was gonna no Sebastian's sheet. I remember I wanted to do this. Where is it?
He's messing with my sheet, guys. Make him stop.
No.
So
Like,
Boga,
why?
5, 10, 15, 20, he moves right here. He turns to this guy who is escaping. So he basically catches him mid-escape after Sigurd misses, and he swings his sword. And Sebastian, as you're doing this, you hear him say the divine words that summon a thundering smite.
Ooh.
And he crits. So that's not right. So he's gonna deal. So he deals 7 slashing damage, and then he deals an additional 6. So for a total of 13 slashing damage, and then 2d6. And he takes an additional 9 on top of that 16, which brings that up to 25. So what happens is Boga runs by. He screams out the divine words of the smite, and his scimitar strikes true directly in this guy's spine. The guy screams in pain from the chunk alone, and you hear his back buckle, but then the thunderous boom of a thunderous smite hits, and it blasts this guy directly into the bar. You can hear more bones snap and crack, and his body crackles with thunderous energy, and you hear the last bit of life leave his body, and he lumps and slumps over.
Dead.
He is fucking
that
dead.
is how you do it, Boga!
He is breathing heavily, and he seems very proud of himself.
Courageous just gonna clap in the corner.
Sebastian, it is your turn.
I'm going to keep to my word, not going to be using a weapon. I'm going to fucking sock this guy right in the goddamn jaw. Like a goddamn boxer. I'm just gonna fucking punch him right in the face. Let's see. Come on. Don't do me dirty, game. Yeah, there we go!
What do we got? Oh yeah, that'll do it. What's the roll me some damage? Okay, that's right. You're punching him, not this.
And then my second attack, I'm going to fucking punch him, uppercut his jaw.
Okay.
With my other hand.
Get him again.
Oh, 20!
That's gonna be a crit for 12 damage. You hit him so hard on the uppercut that you hear his jaw snap, and he launches a couple of inches into the air just from the force alone. He barely manages to land on his feet, alive, yes, but only on the outside.
I'm going to kneel down, get into that squat position,
Yeah.
And I'm gonna poke him and I'm gonna say, "Are you done now?"
He is not. Surrender? He's not done, unfortunately. Kunj, it's your turn.
So no guard has showed up yet?
They are outside. You hear the heavy footfalls of them approaching the building.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna walk up to the door if they're right outside.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna open up the door and in a panic voice, Sirs, wherever they are, once I open the door.
Yeah, no, they're out there. They're running towards you on the street.
I'll show them the letter. I found this question. So we were here on a business meeting with a friend of ours, and some random stranger dropped this envelope, and reading the context or reading the the stuff within this letter, it seemed like these all of these patrons, it seemed like now, as it looks like now, seem to be part of the Thieves Guild, because they really like my friend attacking the man who dropped it.
So you do all of this. You step out, and the guards just keep running at you while you say this. You see the guy at the front. He eyes up the note. And since you were holding the note out, he sees the symbol, and his eyes widen. But he doesn't stop what he was going to do. So if you're right here, he literally grabs you, and then he throws you aside. Make me a strength saving throw. We'll say, unless you don't want to resist.
I mean, I'm fine with it. Cool. I mean, if he just moved to the side, then that's fine. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, he shoves you. He shoves you aside, and the guards just start pouring in. We're talking not just one or two. There are about 12 of them, each coming in line. And as soon as they enter, every one of the other patrons in the bar immediately drops their weapon.
I think that's what we should do as well.
I'm not even holding a weapon. I just lower my hand.
I'm holding a staff. I'm just gonna pull it close to myself.
So you do so, and the guards, Ocularis just beside it, they cast a glance at you with your hands in your pockets, and they move in and they say, "All right, everybody in this building, you're gonna get on the ground right now. I see movement. I'm stabbing it." And he just brandishes a spear.
I call for Boga and Sigurd to lay down.
Yeah.
Not Boga, but just call Sigurd to lay down, and then I sit. And I just sit crisscross.
Crisscross applesauce. So Boga... Boga and all of the remaining people hit the deck, and so does Haraxin. So everybody kind of hits the deck at this point. Anybody else gonna be going to the floor?
Okay, so let me get this straight. The guards walked in, probably from that bell that was rung. Oh, they're on the side of the Thieves Guild. Okay, it was a mistake to give that thing to them. Give
Not
that piece of paper to them.
necessarily. They're just
Where are you getting that from?
Well,
Yeah.
stopping
I
the
heard
fight
that a
for
bell
them.
was rung while we were talking with the Thieves Guild, and rather
It sounded
than
like a
like trying
town-
to negotiate,
like a
No,
town
immediately.
bell.
The town alarm started going off after the gigantic explosion that somebody caused with Shatter. I don't remember who it was.
Oh my god, never mind. I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So that's when the bell was ringing, and so essentially someone rang an alarm because there was a huge fucking, like, boom! And obviously that's a bit concerning, even if it is in the poor part of town.
I think we especially more concerning.
What's going on?
So is everybody hitting the deck then?
Yeah, I'm hitting the deck
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Coon is just gonna sit out outside against the wall, just breathing.
So the guards just fucking pour in, and like they start moving in, and they examine the bodies. They each start accosting you, and they kind of like start looking around and shoving things, and they move the bodies, and they start checking arms and legs, and it's like, yep, they're in here. The paper was right. And so they just start heaving the bodies, and they start taking these guys prisoner, and they just start hauling them out. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe this clean because we don't need this anymore. That is not wiped clean. Roll
May
20.
we stand, officers? It is quite uncomfortable to sit like this in this armor.
Not until we check you. And then they, like, start moving over to try and look at you. You with these fuckers? And they just start, like, getting very handsy very quickly.
Wait, who's you?
Sebastian just holds out his credentials. And
fine.
he also says, I am not, unfortunately.
So
I'm a hero.
anybody else basically starts, like, the guards are all rifling, trying to check you in, like, very specific places, and then they kind of just, like, drop you and let you go, and he's like, no, these ones aren't with him. You with the fucker outside?
Yes, he's a friend of ours.
Somebody want to explain what that bang was, huh?
Okay.
I kind of raised my hand. That was me.
Oh,
Huh?
there was a bang?
What, are you loosing some kind of fucking magic in the city? No more of that shit.
I needed to let you know they were trying to stab me in the face. I figured loud boom, you would come here.
He takes... Roll me a persuasion check on that, actually.
You know what, Harley? That's pretty good.
That's
That's
the
pretty good.
best way to respond to that.
Yeah.
Perfect. 10 out of 10. Love it.
I mean, if these are Thieves Guild people. Like the story is that we knew that these were Thieves Guild, so we got the guards here. So they should be real happy that we did this.
Oh, yeah. He looks at you, he squints his eyes for a second, and then he thinks about it, and he's like, huh. You know, that actually is a really, really smart thing to do on you. Good job, citizen, honestly. Because I will admit, we got here a lot faster because of that.
Smash is just going to start clapping in the background.
You know what? Exelia looks at Ocularis with just wonder.
That's a bad idea. Don't look up to this man. He will teach you the wrong lessons.
I don't know. I think it's the right lesson.
I like the lessons he's teaching.
It's a ruse. It's a ruse for every single one thing that he does that's inspirational. He will turn it around. The next thing that he does.
I know.
So as you guys are doing this and getting this done, you see a much smaller person, definitely in what appears to be royal regalia, or not royal regalia, but like the city regalia, comes in. And why does that look so weird to me? Whatever. And he basically, like, he's holding, like, this parchment and he's writing things down. And he walks up to the group of you who you guys are kind of getting grouped together by the guards at this point. And he's like, all right, so what's the official report for today then? Oh, right. All right, so write it down. We came running at the sound of an explosion. The alarm bells were rung. And outside, this white lizardy dude, he basically held up this note. Right, Mackerson, get the note from the white dude, and so he grabs the note and he hands it to the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, that's definitely the Dune Rat symbol. Okay, let's see. Wow, planning to mud. Wow, you guys really stepped something real fierce here. Looks like there was a huge ambush, judging by the number of bodies and poor souls.
Wasn't enough.
Anything you guys can tell me about the incident?"
We were just supposed to meet our friend here, point to the trade prince, for a nice little meeting. Yeah, one of them dropped that on piece of paper, and I picked it up and kind of read to my friends here. And once we saw who it was, we my friend here kind of lashed out at them at the killing someone part. So yeah.
I will admit I have a short temper.
Short temper is fine. Listen, and this is the big guy talking, not the guy who's writing. You did the right thing. You learned that these guys were part of a nasty guild, and you did the right thing. It was very lucky that you guys were all together like this. These guys can be dangerous alone, especially.
I could have killed them by myself. That is not even confidence. They swung at me so many times, and none of them even came close to doing any of us any harm. I mean,
Sebastian is so fucking vain, it's not even funny.
No, I'm literally just making an observation that these idiots could not hurt any of us.
These weaklings could have never so much as touched me. I'm just
Dude, there is literally a difference between walking into a situation and saying no one can hurt me, and then walking into a situation, having people try to hurt you and not succeeding, and then pointing out that fact later.
Well, either way, it was quite sad to watch them try to take us down. But yeah, we're kind of our group, and we already done some service to the city already with the whole outposts or rusty outposts out in the west area.
Oh, okay. All right. And you mentioned the trade princess here. Oh, and then her accent like raises his hand, and he's like, "Hello." He's like, "Oh, there you are. I almost didn't see you. You were behind all of these colorful characters. So yeah, you were here to meet them?" "Yes, that's right. And yeah, it's unfortunate. We just had business, and all of these thieves, they just attacked us out of nowhere. It's a real shame. It really is. So many lives lost, and for what purpose? Money? It sucks. I'm sorry. If you don't mind, can we finish this up? I really would like to finish the business here with my friends." And the guard, like, especially for you, yes, of course. You got your report? Yes, sir, I do have my report. We should be good to go. All right. You guys be safe, and maybe find somewhere else to be. There's gonna need to be some cleanup, and we're gonna sweep the rest of the building. Men, get in the back!
Can I tap the guy's shoulder really quick?
Sure.
And like just get his attention? Hey, if you ever need assistance in taking these people down, just come find us. We would be glad to help.
Are you kidding me? We've wanted to take down the Dune Rats Guild for years. They've been plaguing this place, and no matter how much we dispose of them and how many of our guards we send out to patrol the streets, they always manage to get the better of us. It's frustrating.
Sometimes it takes an outside perspective to get the job done. Trust me, I would know.
Are you staying anywhere in town?
Yeah. We are. What was the name of the hotel again? It was the
Wishing Well.
The Wishing Well?
The Wishing Well. We're currently staying over at the Wishing Well, so you can always come and find us if you ever need any sort of assistance.
Okay.
Well, I will be willing to assist anyway. It obviously is a group effort, so
I'll
you'll have
consider
to
it.
ask everybody.
I'll consider it. If I need, I'll come calling for you there.
Sounds good. I reach my hand out to shake his hand.
He reaches his hand out to shake yours.
And since we're both burly as fuck, I'm going to do the muscular handshake where we grip each other's hands as hard as we can, and
Oh, he leans in.
yeah,
he leans
that
into
type
it.
of shit.
He leans into it,
Hell
and
yeah.
and it actually you kind of like get this little glint that he's like, huh, this guy's not bad.
Perfect.
So who else was trying to say something?
I'm just reading over the note again because I'm just kind of curious if there's anything on the actual note that we might want to keep these guys from having. Because that the first paragraph is kind of. I don't think I want them or anyone higher up to be aware of that. People are aware of because after a while that illusionary script will be gone. So I'm thinking of maybe. Excuse me, sirs. Is there any way you can? Well, I really need a piece of paper to. I really needed that piece of paper for a letter to my sister, and I don't know if be any way to white it out or make it make the front part unlegible. But yeah, I would really appreciate that piece of paper.
Make me a persuasion check.
This is the weakest
With
excuse.
yeah,
I've ever heard.
I'm gonna make
Yeah,
you I'm gonna
okay.
make you do the persuasion check at disadvantage because that was really weak.
I mean, what? I mean, how else? We need that piece of paper because I don't want them to know about the first part.
Well, reading the first part, it doesn't really seem like they could even tie that back to us.
I don't want whoever. No, I don't want. No, I don't want whoever is the person related to that first part to know that there's people that know about that.
Well,
I don't want to make it harder for us in the future.
you see that he thinks at it for a second and he looks at you. He looks you up and down, and you see him rub his temples, and then you hear a crash from behind the door, and he's like, "Fine, you know what? Whatever. Go. Take the thing. I'm sure that we've already copied it down. We're fine. Take the stupid paper. Just I have other things to deal with." And he's like, "What is it?" And then he literally bolts to the back room while the other guy finishes
I
writing.
forgot to ask his name. Shit.
Looks like you'll have to wait till he comes calling for you later.
Yep.
I'm gonna quietly. Actually, I'm gonna quickly. Actually, I guess I'm just gonna keep the paper in my pockets. Then I don't need to get rid of it or anything.
You are incredibly lucky, you fucking bastard.
I,
Think of a better excuse next time other than I need to write a letter to my sister.
what else am I gonna say? Hey, I need that piece of paper for.
You could have said I could track him with it.
I guess I could have said that, but I mean, it was a heat. It was a heat in the moment. I can't really think that well in the heat of the moment. So
No, I get it. I gotcha. I'm not ragging. I'm just like,
yeah, it's like, how do I convince him? And yeah, oh well, I got it.
okay. So, with them gone, Haraxin looks at all of you and he says, can we, like, leave the building for a minute here? And he waves for you guys to follow as he leaves.
Sebastian is going to walk out next to Boga, and he's just going to be infinitely praising him for that amazing display of power.
Boga
How
seems
proud
very...
he is of him.
He seems very proud of himself, too.
Sebastian's just like deep throating him.
Jesus Christ. So Haraxin takes you guys out to the side of the building, and he kind of, like, gathers you all together, and he says, okay, alright, let's finish up this discussion, and let's just get out of here as fast as possible. So, so there's going to be a banquet. Yes, I do recall something of that caliber happening. I didn't know that they would suddenly be allowing people back in this year, so I guess that's good. If we can get a present together for the king, perhaps we can get an audience with him, though I'll probably just leave that to you. After all, it would be rather suspicious for me, being so well known, to just try to get in.
What kind of things would you recommend we try to get for him?
Well, the note says jade, right?
Yes, but simply bringing a jade or anything in particular that we should attach that material to.
Let me think on what I know about the king. Other than that he's a bit of a crotchety bastard, he's... What is he like? You know, if you could get him a jade statuette, I'm very much sure that he very much likes phoenixes. And I mean that sincerely. I know that I've heard that somewhere. He really likes phoenixes. I'll have to get back to you on why that is. I'd have to go digging. But if you can find...
Do you know any sculptors in town?
No, not in town. There are plenty of jewelers, sure, but none who would be able to make such quality. Though... You know what you might try? And he kind of, like, leans forward, and he thinks to himself for a minute. He's like, yes. Yes, I think... Ah, right! In Helm's Folly, there is a well-known sculptor who imports goods from the island nations. If you go to Helm's Folly, you should be able to find his abode. I don't know if he has a store, or if he even has any kind of official business, but his name... I don't know it. Let me get... I'll send it to you. You're going to be staying at the Wishing Ring, right? Or the Wishing Well, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
I will send it to... I'll send it to one of your rooms. I'll send you a note with his name on it once I dig it back up. He's definitely who we want to go to. It'll take me some time to get it, so you could probably expect it late at night tonight. So if there's paper sliding under your door, don't be worried about that. No, this might work. You might actually be able to get in. If you can make him a Jade Phoenix, or have my contact make him a Jade Phoenix statuette, he might like it enough to let you in.
Well, then it seems like we have a plan of action.
You have no idea how my heart is racing. I haven't had to deal with anything like that in a long time. Once you get up to a certain point, it's smooth sailing. You don't have people attacking you like that in such a way. I've spent so much time. It'll take some serious smoothing over.
Hand-to-hand combat for once.
So you were just associated with them for that information, right?
Sorry, what did you say? I must have missed it.
Could just curiously, so you were just associated with them for that kind of information, right?
Yeah, of course. You see, when you're in the business like I am, and you're just trying to get everybody whatever they need, you have to get to know everyone and get in good graces with everyone. It's going to take a lot of gold and a lot of persuading to even make sure they know that I wasn't part of this. Luckily, that nincompoop who you pinned to the table, luckily he's dead and can't be telling tales. The other ones, they may not even have recognized that I was there. Still, I will be fine. Don't you worry anything about me. I will smooth this over.
Seeing as though how this place deals with criminals, I'm sure that they won't be speaking for very long.
Yes, and more or less the guards at least trust me, as you can probably tell. years of work almost upended.
I'm sure they would trust your word over some petty criminals.
Still, I have to thank you. I'm glad that you guys were there if things were to turn sour. I haven't, like I said, I was completely unprepared for it. I'll have to make sure to prepare myself better for next time.
I had a feeling something was amiss when the man who gave us the job in the first place didn't show up.
True.
I have to thank you somehow. Oh, yes. There's two things here. And he takes out like his bag, and he rifles through it, and he produces a pouch, and he hands it to he hands it to Jen because he's the closest. He's like, "Here, take this. It's a paltry sum for now, but split it amongst yourselves. There's about 100 gold pieces inside that pouch, just for helping me with getting all of that business with the letter done. And he didn't pay us like he said he was going to, so I may as well compensate you. And that's right, you, Gnome, you're Jamberman, right?"
Indeed.
So, remember how I told you that I did manage to get in contact with that artificer friend of yours, Turian?
Ah, Turian, it's been a while since I've seen him.
Yes, I managed to get him to tell me he's going to be at the banquet soon.
Well, we'll surely have to be there now.
Yes, he said, and what did he say? Oh, yes. And he reaches through this and he pulls out a little paper wrapped, like, it's very small. So it's about the size of, like, a coin, but it's wrapped in paper, and he hands it to you. And he's like, here, he left you this, and he needs your help with something, he says. He knows you. He didn't tell me what it was, but he's leaving you this as incentive. I don't know what it is.
I'm going to pull it open and see what's inside then.
Inside, you see a tiny turquoise gemstone. It's spherical, so it's like almost like a marble shape, just a bit bigger than about coin size, like I mentioned before. And as you're holding it, and as you kind of like turn it and you squeeze it a little, you notice that it's vibrating softly.
I'm going to make an Arcana check, see if I can do anything with that.
I mean, just doing an Arcana check, you assume that there might be some kind of strange property to it, but without some kind of expert spell, maybe somebody who either knows gemstones or somebody who would be able to identify if it has magical properties, you wouldn't really know right off the bat.
What was that
Fine,
one
then
jeweler
I'll
I
just.
had?
Yeah, we do have a jeweler, but before that, I'm just going to cast Detect Magic on it to see if I can get anything from it, at least any elemental properties.
Well, certainly. You do cast Detect Magic on it, and it does have a small bit of magic, and it's enchantment magic.
Okay.
What was your question, Steven?
I didn't have a
Duly
question.
noted. I'll have to check it over with Jin later.
Yeah, I had simply stated that we had that one bitch we could talk to.
Yes, the owner of the
I
gemstone
bet.
shop, you mean?
Yeah.
We also have Jen, who's like, a jewel crafter.
No.
Who?
I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am a jeweler.
Yeah, and Steven is referring to Jaraka, the elderly lady who runs the jewelry
Yeah.
shop Mystique
Yes,
in the
Yes.
market district.
Yeah.
I'll check it over with her if Jin can't figure anything out about it.
Well, he could take a look at it right now if he wants.
I was going to wait until after we were done talking to the trade prince.
Okay. So he finishes and he's like, okay, I think that's it for now. I'm still working on your inquiry there, Kunj. So please, I am very sorry. Give me a little bit more time, and I might have something
It's
for
fine.
you.
It's fine. And if we do talk about it, I'm more comfortable talking about it in private.
Okay.
For now.
And here, and he like takes out a little quill, and he's like, "Do one of you have a map of the city?"
I know
Excuse
we have
me.
the one treasure map that's in the city somewhere here.
That would work if you have something.
I'm
I'll
not
present,
sure who has
I'll
that,
present
but-
him with the treasure map.
So he unfurls it, and he says, "Oh, must be some kind of... Where'd you get this? It's a supply cache map for the Dune Rats."
At least we know it's real. These guys
Down.
were kind of convinced that the map selling guy there was trying to sell us something that was worthless, so...
Eat
Wait.
your heart out.
You mean that guy who sits at the market district and he sells maps?
Yep.
Indeed, that was the guy.
I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I have heard many bad things about him, and I've heard that his maps are completely false. And I've even had one from him, and it led me nowhere. But this is legitimate. This no, I'm telling you, this map is legitimate, and I don't have any idea where that little fucker would have got it.
Suck it.
I knew he was a fraud.
Well, if the cat
Whatever.
drop, I definitely be able to help out with that.
Here, I'm going to mark this for you, and he takes your map, and he marks a specific place. So right here, this is the grocer in town. It's called Bounties of the Sun and Sand. If you head back there to the back of that building, there is a small warehouse that I use as a base of operations for myself. It's nowhere near my abode, but if you're ever looking for me and want to find me, I will likely be there. Else, one of my charges will be able to tell you where I am, or at the very least, get me to you.
Much appreciated.
No, I feel like I trust you guys enough to let you in on it. I really appreciate everything that you're doing for me, and I only hope that the things that I'm doing for you can make up for it.
Well, I'm sure they will.
Does anybody else want to talk about anything before we disband and break?
There is something I may have wanted to ask you about, but
Please
as
do.
with Kunj, it is more or less something I would like to request in private.
All right. Should you wish to do so, then just find me, or I will find you. Whenever you have the chance.
Sounds good.
If that's the case, I'm going to go have a drink, and I'm going to go see what I can do about all of this. Thank you guys again. And he gives you guys a wave, and he moves off into the city. Excuse me. My nose is sniffly.
Alright.
I'm gonna address Jin and see if he can determine anything about the gemstone.
Well, Jen, yeah, you can absolutely take a look at the gemstone and see if anything is,
I'll take a look.
All right,
Can't promise anything.
Make me an investigation or arcana check.
Go with investigation this time. Arcana bit me in the butt last time.
Fair enough. Wow.
Look at
that. That's a great roll. So you start taking in the gemstone, and you grab your jeweler's tools and you start looking into it. Now, it's not as good as if you were to use an identify spell, but as you take a look at it, you start to think, well, from the look of this gemstone, it appears to be some kind of power source, almost like a magical source of energy. It's not an insane amount, but it is a magical source of energy. You can't tell if it's supposed to power on some kind of object, if it's supposed to give power to other magical objects, but it is definitely a source of magical energy. Like raw.
That sounds like something that Tyrone would be interested in.
Yeah, so take of that what you will, and enjoy your incentive. You know what? I'll even add it to the journal so that you guys can take a look at it if you need to.
Cool.
In players' journals, all players.
Get that back here, there, Chamberman. You like fancy stone powers something.
Well, knowing that it's likely for some kind of device that he's working on, he's an artificer. So, it kind of gives me an idea of what he might be doing.
Sigurd! No! No! Bad dog. Don't do that.
Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? I accidentally pulled my mic out.
Hey, there you go. I've listed it under humming gem, so you should be able to see that in the items list now. And I think if everybody is okay with that, I think that should be a good place for us to end for the night. It's been about 3 hours, and we got to a good spot, really? I think. How does everybody feel? You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
I'm down.
All right. Well, I'm going to thank everybody who joined the stream, by the way, whether it was for a short time or the whole time. I can never tell because my stream count is never accurate. But thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys had a great time. I'm gonna go get some food, and we will hopefully convene not next week for D&D, but we are going to convene for our little barbecue, and we'll be back the week after next with more P's and Q's. Until then, bye!
Later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.